one set blockers? Wow. Alright then.
We're not all here.
She's the one that does it. Alright, we can only do that when everyone's here.
I'm
Oh,
sorry
were you waiting for me to
mentioning
do
that.
something?
Roll plus.
There we go.
Look at this.
I'm sorry for mentioning bad language.
No, Moss. Go ahead and use that language.
I love that show. Alright. So, did you guys decide on the whole mithril splint crap?
I decided to let the group decide because if they want me to be sneakier, then that's fine. But I am still gonna have a -1 to Dex.
You won't have disadvantage.
You got +2 to stealth though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
Alex thought after the fact that he's like, no, I should have asked for mithril. I didn't think you'd say. I thought you would say no, but then realized it was adamantine. I probably would have said no, not mithril. So he's wanting to know if he can buy it for him and for her. I think it was $250 for one set and $400 more on top of what you've already paid.
Correct.
I'm good with
At
that,
least that's what you-
but I'm also good with it. I might get slipped already.
Let David decide.
What does David think?
What David thinks.
David approves.
Alright then. You guys both now have mithril splint. Splint. I can say that word. It's ill, man.
Yay.
That one likes me maybe a little bit. I didn't yesterday. But we'll see.
Alright, so you guys, this is what, the third day I think we said in Waterdeep? And after you guys get your armor and have your breakfast, this lovely castle appears and just kind of hovers roughly 1,000 feet off the ground, just outside of the city.
Is it a giant-sized castle?
Yes.
It's like
And-
the doorways we see.
And for reference, that tower there, the top one, that's probably the size of the entire castle that Zephyr was having.
Oh, nice.
And you can see, well, no, you're too far down, you can't see. From the ground, you can't see what I was about to say.
But I don't have to be on the ground. I have a flying broom.
Throughout the city, what's her face, Lady Silverhand, the open Lord of Waterdeep, she's sending heralds throughout the city to help calm people down, tell everyone that everything's going to be safe. You know, that kind of thing, making sure to, you know, mass panic doesn't do more damage than any potential threat could. If it's a potential threat. Who really knows? You guys have some experience fighting giants. I don't think anyone here knows that, short of the merchants you work with and anyone you talk to that you told about it. But how do you guys react to seeing this castle just kind of stroll up and sit there?
It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
And we don't see anyone angrily about to chuck a boulder.
Now that you can tell from your
What do you do?
well, go ahead and make a perception check. It's gonna be pretty far away. I'm not gonna say disadvantage, but I'm gonna say -2.
They have to.
11.
As far as you can tell, no one is going to immediately chuck a rock off of it. And yeah, I guess cover is a good way to suggest that with all the clouds and fun stuff.
Is that a soccer field?
So what?
This looks like a soccer net right there. Or no, that's a chessboard. Now that I'm closer.
Yeah, that's like a giant-sized chessboard.
Or
Which
like
we could use it as a soccer field, yes.
It's like a human-sized chess piece.
Have you seen History of the World Part 1?
I saw a complete history of America abridged.
How How's it complete?
That's exactly. It's a great question.
It covers the high points. We got here, there were Indians. We killed all the Indians. We killed the people who were supposed to be ruling us.
Yeah, that is the pieces of that are human sized.
Sweet.
So pretty much it's wizard's chess. Just out in the lawn.
It's Karazhan! Okay. No, seriously, it's Karazhan.
So
I did a couple quests to unlock something.
I am going to walk closer. How far away is it?
It's 1,000 feet in the air outside the city.
But it's outside the city.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd have to go outside the city to get to where I'm like standing at the base or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly up. Still inside the city.
Can I approach the guards and offer assistance? I thought we kind of did at the end of the last session, but
Oh, is that what we did? Sorry. It's been a while. It's been a long week. Oh, that's right, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, you're welcome to.
so, and we don't see Zephyrus anywhere, do we?
No, it's not. It is not his castle.
Well, I know it's not his castle, but we don't see his castle anywhere.
No.
Okay.
Unless it's docked on clothes, it's not a wizard's hat. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no wizard's Martin, how high did you say you wanted to fly it?
Try to get level to it. I mean,
Okay.
I'll be wiggling back and forth to try to present a not like shot put, you know. And I'm gonna stay away from it. Like I'm not getting close.
Okay. So if you stay within the city, you still, let's say, what, half a mile away from it. You can definitely get up and see on top. Again, nothing comes at you, tries to kill you. You do see that there are several giants. Two. So you're half elf. You've got a good sight. From that distance, you can tell what look like two shorter giants. Maybe they're young giants out there playing chess. A couple griffins on that top part, just kind of chilling. Otherwise, just it's a castle with some guards patrolling. Of course, it's a castle. That's what they do. But as far as you can tell, no immediate threat. But you've also seen what happened to Nightstone. So.
Well, but I don't know what happened before Nightstone, so
That's true.
they might have rolled up with, you know, Tejano music playing, you know, drinking. That'd be kind of the thing, right? But these people are playing chess, so I'll back down.
Okay. I assume you tell the rest of the group?
Yeah.
So what does the rest of you think about the fact that there's giants and guards and kids playing chess?
I tell Dot to go back up there and say I challenge them to dragon chess.
It's not my thing.
Well, it's my thing.
Ah.
Give me a broom then.
So you want can you fit on the broom, Alex?
Can he
I'm
fit
only
on it?
220
Yes,
and the
we can have
broom
it.
can carry up to 400
Mm-hmm.
with armor and everything. I'm probably
It's my broom.
350.
I'll go be your herald if you want, but no, you can't have my broom. It's my broom. If I can't let Ariana ride it, then you can't ride it either.
No flying tanks, he says.
No, I'm just saying that if Ariana and her armor tried to get on this and fly away with it, my poor broom would be like, no.
Yeah, I kind of hit the weight limit without armor and stuff.
You don't weigh 400 pounds by yourself.
I rolled for it. She weighs 420.
Oh. Yeah, my broom screams. She saddles up to the broom and the broom just falls to the ground immediately and starts making little whimpering noises.
Please don't get on me.
Oh god! Oh god! I'm so sorry!
Alright, so are we going to issue a challenge of chess to the young giants playing?
Well,
Theophilus would not trust giants at all, but nevertheless, flying giants.
well, they're being polite.
Are they? Are they blocking the sun at this angle?
No, not intentional.
So I'm
No,
gonna.
I didn't say intentionally.
I think that the first thing I would do would be draw my bow once I see this thing.
It's kind of far.
If I see it, I'd still be prepared.
I know how this story goes. Give me my bow.
Do you do your fancy thing and try to find out what all's there?
I do, trying to figure out my primeval awareness, how many there are, and
Alright, sorry,
all
let
of
me count.
that.
That was bad, I didn't count for ahead of time. There's 4, there's 7, 15.
So
I think it's 15.
I look around for like an outdoor cafe, and I grab a tablecloth to use as
A white flag?
a white flag.
There's
Teen
15
giant.
giants
Yes.
for humans.
15 giants. So, Theophy, you know that there are 4 adult cloud giants. There are 3 young cloud giants. And there are 8 stone giants on the castle.
What do we know about how cloud giants and stone giants get along?
How they get along?
Yeah, like, are they friends? Do cloud giants see stone giants as, like,
Serves.
yeah.
Well, what you know about cloud giants is you have about a 50-50 chance of them being good or evil. Stone giants are neutral-ish.
So that means half them up there are dangerous.
Well, no, they're all dangerous. They're giants, but
Sorry,
about
half of them up there are
probably-
evil.
Oh, but it sounded like it might be
I'm kidding,
a
I know.
family, in which case they're probably all good or all evil.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
Usually a, evil person doesn't marry a good person because they're too boring.
Right.
Well, if it was an arranged marriage or did it for power.
I said usually.
I admit that I don't know a whole lot about how they would interact with each other.
Really? We're playing a giant game and
I'm sorry.
you're not familiar with giant lore?
No, I know.
Cloud giants are the second tier of giants after storm giants.
Right.
They can be magic users. They do tend to look upon themselves as more noble than their smaller giant cousins.
And stones would be like really small, right?
No, hill giants are the smallest ones. They're the ones that they're barely giants, so like 12 feet tall. Stone giants are what you kind of normally consider giants to be. I think they're like 20 to 25 feet tall.
Which ones?
Stone giants?
Let's see. Hill giants are 16 feet tall. They're the smallest.
Stone giants.
But I'm just going through the list. Fire giants are 18 feet tall. Stone giants are also 18 feet tall. Frost giants are 21 feet tall. Cloud giants are 24 feet tall. And storm giants come in at 26.
So, around 20 feet tall, 18 to 20 feet tall. They're smarter than hill giants. Probably smarter than stone giants, although stone giants are also smarter than hill giants. Stone giants tend to be more...
They're smarter than Landis.
Yeah. They tend to be... Stone giants tend to be, like, slower to anger and stuff. Think kind of like the rock guy. You probably haven't watched The Never-Ending Story. Oh, God.
No.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So the rock guy, that's kind of stone giant-y, although they're not made out of stone like that. They're kind of slower to deal with life. So the cloud giants would be, if the ordning wasn't broken, normally I would assume that the stone giants would be servants of the cloud giants.
And from your vantage point, that is the case here, it looks like. The guards, in fact, are stone giants. And then, Ryan, you have a good point.
But-
I should,
I think cloud giants tend to be at least honorable. Like, not necessarily lawful, but generally they're not chaotic.
on that skill.
Okay.
So even if they're evil, they'll at least behave themselves a little bit.
Do I know this?
So is there any way that we can communicate with them?
Well, I was gonna take my little thing up there and go say hi.
Yeah, he was gonna go say hi and possibly give your challenge.
So I'm just curious, as a group, do we think it's wise to send a lone person up there?
I'm gonna be waving the white flag of I'm not hostile.
Okay.
I mean, again, it's not like they came in here with ballistas shooting bolts at people and fireballs raining down from the sky. They just showed up. Like, this is like the weekend, they're in their RV, man. Their RV just pulled up outside of town.
But you go up to a pack of wolves that are just kind of...
Yeah, we didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, I'm not pyro. I wouldn't poke the wolves with a stick. I would let the...
Doesn't matter. Wolves are feral. They will attack. That's my concern is...
But giants are feral.
They could be good or evil. We can assume that they're good.
They could be good or evil, that's true. But they are at least civilized.
Yeah, and they're not openly hostile currently.
Alright. If you want to go up there.
I mean, I don't have a better plan. We can just wait and see what they do.
Well, we have the town's resources. If we're going to be working with the town to figure out what's going on, does the town have any resources we can use to communicate with them? I mean, this is a big town. I think that they've ran into giants before.
Our previous experience with cities just floating up, it has not gone well.
Yeah, that's just my concern is, yes, I understand you want to go say hi, but I think we should err on the side.
Well, while he's doing that, you could go talk to someone about resources and that sort of thing.
I mean, the amount of time to go see and if anyone in the giant city has anything that flies or any better way of communicating, and then to go out that far into the city and use it, is a considerable amount of time. While we can do that, I'm just saying. Meanwhile, we're just waiting to see what they do. Like, while that time passes.
Well, I mean, it also takes a certain amount of time for any general crew to fly over there and fly back. So assuming during that time we were just sitting around twiddling our thumbs, we were talking with the guards, and we left off talking with the guards, offering assistance.
Yeah, and that's
Yes,
fine.
we
Yeah.
would.
You don't have to sit there dilly-dallying while he's off talking.
Well, I mean, not even talking when he first went up to look at it.
Well, I mean, it took him all of 30 seconds, 45 seconds to fly up there. Yeah, 1,000 feet. Yeah.
1,000
It
feet,
took
a
him
mile and a half
it took him a
away.
minute.
Is that what you said?
Do what?
Is it outside of the city?
It's up to get to the. Yeah, it'll take Martin a little bit longer, but just to fly up, it took him a minute. Round trip. I mean.
Yeah. And from a mile and a half away, can you see what they're doing?
Yeah. They're giants. It'd be like watching you from across a football field.
Since Landis is concerned, I'll wait before.
Okay. Rolandis, what did you have in mind trying to find out?
Again, what resources they have? Do they have any griffins or messengers that they can go up and actually do additional surveying without provoking? Or then we can just spend
I can
some of
go.
the bar. Have fun.
I can go. I can stealthily try to observe from up closer.
I'll admit it'd be a little bit hard to go stealthily through the air with no type of cover.
Quidditch style.
I suppose we could go try to hide from cloud to cloud to cloud, but getting to the cloud.
Is it a cloudy day?
Do what?
Is it a cloudy day?
Somewhat, and there are clouds underneath that, but clouds aren't that low usually, I guess.
You don't go cloud to cloud to cloud. You go direct. You sneak through the trees to get under it, and then once you're that close, you'll actually be harder to see because they'll have to look straight down to see you.
True. True.
Got a 19.
Up to Mario style cloud castle where they have clouds all the way to go all the way down.
Now they haven't extended the staircase kind of like that. Not like Zephyros did.
Well,
It's a good whiff.
Zephyros also landed. Like, they're not landed, they're still.
Well, he kind of, yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, like, he went down to the ground ish.
Yeah, and no, they're not landed. So you want to stealthily go? How do you want to go about it? Kind of like what Ryan said, or do you have an idea of your own?
That sounded good.
Okay. Okay. Roll a stealth check for me.
18.
I can't fly, but I want to go closer.
Okay.
But I'm also going to sneak. But also not with Theopi so that I don't drop
Ruin her turn.
with my 12.
Okay.
Actually, I think I would have advantage on that.
What?
It's a favorite enemy.
But I rolled a double-digit number.
She rolled a 10. Average!
My dice haven't been doing that for me, so double-digit numbers are good.
Alright, so let's just take a look see here. With the 12, they're gonna notice you. Just with their
It's
passive
fine.
perception.
Just whether they care is a different question.
Yeah, even with disadvantage, they notice you. But Theofi, with an 18, you just barely pass.
Ryan acts as a distraction. They're like, is that Bugbear trying to sneak up on us? Well, yes.
Wait, why is there a bugbear in the middle of Waterdeep? They're not attacking it. What's going on?
What is that she's wearing? Really?
But yeah, sure, if you can do that. While you're sneaking, Landis, you were trying to find griffins. The guard that, you had been talking to, mentioned that, yeah, you can possibly find it, but, you guys were going to have to take a jog back to the, castle ward and get the griffins and that sort of stuff. So it's going to take...
To the area.
Does anybody else have anything else that flies? I think is his question.
Again, I can ride parents and just take them off. And just head over there so we can get and then fly them back to us.
You're coming through really, really soft.
I said I have the Clarence, the warhorse that I can use to ride faster over there to get the griffins and then fly them back over to us.
True.
Or one of those giant horn things like you can talk through.
Probably don't have any of those.
Megaphone!
But yeah, you can find some griffins and
But bigger, like I'm talking like tuba size.
but with Clarence, you and the guard can probably make it. Within a couple of minutes. You're not that far away from it. So by the time that Theofi, how close are you getting to it?
My idea is to try and see if I can find it, like, see if they have any weapons or anything, if they're preparing for a fight or if they're just kind of hanging out.
I mean, there were 11 giants? 13 giants?
15?
15?
Alright, well, with that, you can find out that, yes, the castle is armed. You can actually see that from... I didn't tell Morton she could see that, but you can see those little spots coming off each edge. Those are Bastila. It is a castle.
Those are...
Ballista, yeah. So, those are giant embedded crossbows, but there's no one manning them. So, it is a castle that can defend itself were they to be attacked. But there's no immediate...
They're not, like, right anywhere near the weapons.
Right, like, they can see the bugbear, but they're not pointing one at her.
Hey, y'all, watch this.
Oh. It's like fish in a barrel.
So then I will fly back down and let people know what I've seen.
Okay.
What kind of weapons and things that they have available to them, but also that they're not active.
Okay. With this thought that possibly that they're, with the thoughts that they're possibly good and, possibly friendly enough to talk to, Pyro starts thinking about ways to express the feelings.
Orphans up there?
Yeah, he starts thinking about, giant orphans. Is there a way he can convince them to join the little cult of the Phoenix or whatever? But he just muses to himself with that. So yeah, by the time that Tiafi gets back down, you would have gotten probably enough griffins to fly those of you that don't already have flight. So one for you, Landis, one for Ariana, and one for Pyro. And let me pull up the stats and stuff for griffins.
They fly.
So they have a flying speed of 80.
Must be nice.
I miss being a druid sometimes.
But yeah, they definitely have plenty of strength to carry any of you.
They have a brief argument about which one has to carry you. Man, my wings sore from that last thing. Maybe you should get it.
Just because they can doesn't mean they want to. Oh, poor area.
Until you offer to defeat them salmon rolls.
These griffins have had Uncle Corn cinnamon rolls. You better make them damn good. They may not be the smartest, but with wisdom they know. Devil know.
One of them immediately starts preening your hair. It's like, please, please, please.
Yeah, so you guys now all possess the ability to fly up there.
Well, I'll take my
Head and fly up there.
tablecloth.
Okay. Alright, so that's, at least in my head, that's in front with the flag.
Yep. I'll go to the actual, the front door.
Okay. I guess the question is, what do you call the front door?
The two towers in the back, probably.
Okay.
Because that looks like a gate. There's, no pork cutlasses or anything on the side we can see, so.
There are, that picture's not expanded, by the way. There are tiny doors there, but no real, more like openings, like perhaps where they might come out with their giant, or with their griffins. But yeah, we can go with that being. Let me pull up some more pictures here. This picture here.
I mean, I'll look at it and try to figure out which one is the front, but.
No, that works for
The
me.
most polite door.
And so this is...
So yeah, I assume that, the two towers over there was the entrance.
Yeah. And so that's where Martin shows up, and... Or I guess all of you show up. Everyone's going, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Like, hello, the castle engine.
Alright, so, yeah, with you waving the white flag, and speaking in giant, they actually kind of like that. You are greeted by... I'll make sure I read the names, it'll butcher it worse than I will butcher it. A gentleman who names himself Count Nimbolo, and his wife is Countess Mulara. Now the Count, he greets you with open arms, a nice wide smile on his face. The Countess looks a little bit more stern, not evil, not hateful, but more reserved, I guess. Whether she, thank you, just in how she wants to react. But The count is very, very opening.
Exuberant.
And you can tell the fact that you're speaking giant when you approach really pleases him. He enjoys that. And so he responds in giant and says, "Welcome to my humble abode. What can we do for you?" I imagine this might be a little unsettling given some of the news that's gone on.
The people on the ground are slightly concerned. We just thought we'd come up and say hello. And
Do you guys speak for the city?
we don't necessarily speak for the city, but we could speak for you to the city, if need be.
Well, I suppose I should tell you a little bit about myself. It is, I imagine, again, a little weird to have to, I assume at least, I admit, I know
I
very
found in
little.
my past experience that when I hover over human cities, they tend to run around screaming in panic, but
Yeah, some of my brethren may enjoy that. I don't quite so much. So what we're doing is, have you heard from long, long ago of the ancient giant civilization known as Astoria? By chance? And honestly, the answer to that,
got 15.
With the 15, you may have heard the name. You probably don't know a whole lot about it. But he mentions, from long, long ago, before your kind's time, in the land, in the war of, dragons and giants, we had an advanced civilization, and we're cartographers. We're trying to remap the Sword Coast and all of Faerun. After the gods play and they blew up our the continent a couple of times in the last few centuries. Figured it might be a good idea to have
Gods.
Yeah. It might be a good idea to have an accurate reading of the land. I mean, it's been about a century since what was it last time, dear? The Sundering, the Spell Plague? Yeah. Who knows?
Another decade, another weird thing.
Yeah.
Another cataclysm.
Yeah. Long story short, for you guys, the Sundering and the Spell Plague literally changed distances between cities, changed the environment, land, all kinds of crap.
Somebody stuck a spoon in and stirred it.
Pretty much. Long story short. So literally, there may not be any full, complete map of what the area looks like right now.
Is most of this conversation going on in Giant?
Yes.
Okay. At a break in the conversation, if it doesn't, Pyro would actually come up. He doesn't speak Giant.
I think it is.
Nope, he doesn't speak Giant. So, and in common, I guess, be like, "We speak for the city. I would like to address the great giants here."
I say in giant, just ignore him. He's touched.
Oh, is it rude? Not all of you speak giant, do you? I hadn't thought about that.
Well, when visiting someone's home, it's polite.
True, but just to show, we're not, we mean no harm. I'll repeat everything I said for those that don't understand. And so he repeats everything I just said. And again, just mentions we're here, really just jotting down the landscape and judging distances and all that stuff. And of course, we'll share this knowledge with others. I feel that for a profit, of course. I mean, we need to
For a moderate fee.
For a moderate.
He doesn't say for a profit. He says for a moderate fee.
Well, I have funds to feed. I mean, I'm sure you saw them out playing chess outside.
My friend, and I point to Landis, is actually a pretty proficient player of Dragon Chess.
Oh, really?
If your sons were looking for a new person to play with.
Sure, I'm sure they'd enjoy that, but I'm not sure he can move the pieces. It'd be interesting to see as tall as he is.
Yeah, how big are the pieces?
It's pretty
As
strong.
big as you.
How heavy?
I hadn't looked into that far.
It's a 6 or 7 foot plinth of stone.
Let me see if it says what they're made out of. Hang on.
I can lift it back. It's fine.
It is The chessboard itself is marble. The pieces look like decorative suits of armor.
Is there any plate? Does it fit me?
Steal a chess piece.
They all look really, really, really big. Yeah, some of the knights would be wearing what looks like plate.
I was gonna say, one of them would fit you. It's the queen.
Wow.
Is it plate? That is Lance's only question.
I can have someone modify for cheap. That's fine.
But sure, I mean, you're welcome to try that when you get out there.
You're gonna steal some poor child's chess set? Really?
No.
I'm disappointed.
Oh, I didn't say I was going to steal it.
Who's gonna replace it with
If
one?
I'm winning, I want to go ahead and up the ante then. I want to play.
Replace the piece with the one from your set. It'll be fine. No one will notice.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, he goes on to mention that we think that, that Waterdeep actually sits on top of an ancient relic of Astoria, and that's why we're here. And I know that we probably don't fit in most of these places, but we did actually prepare for such an occasion. If it's possible for you guys to relay a message, could we talk to the leaders of Waterdeep and explore the city? We've got potions of
Human size.
yeah, potions of human size to let us, for a brief time, come down and
We will walk among you in a form less threatening.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so that's what he's asking of you.
Okay. I'm like, Landis, do you want to play around with chess?
Can I do an insight check since we're nervous about evil giants?
Sure.
Can I do one as well?
Sure. Anyone with suspicions may do so.
Well, let me just do it this way. It'd be 18, but I'm curious if I just roll it this way.
That one counts.
Yeah. All right. I was just wanting to see what I would do, but all right, I'll skip my 18 and go with the
I'm kidding. Not that mean. Or am I?
8.
18. Yeah. I mean, you guys, they seem sincere. You are a little.
My dice is back to hating me now. By the way, when I say 8, I want it noted that I do have a +6 to insight.
So the best possible roll you can make.
With the 18, you really think though that the Countess does not trust you. It's just, I guess, Rachel bigotry. Honestly, she just mistrusts you.
Wait. For those of you playing at home, that's racist.
I guess maybe sizist bigotry. She doesn't like the small folk. They're too greedy and ambitious in her
always
thinking.
running about doing things.
So,
That means mutual system.
so noticing this, can I, approach her and just like kind of, try to be as, how would I'm trying to figure out the way. Basically, I know I'm in her home. I understand it. Like, I see that she's like kind of long back. But can I approach and say something along the lines of, I understand that you have some trepidation about us being here. Is there any cause for that? Is there any history that would cause you to have our consent?
But she kind of looks at you and, for once, she smiles. Huh? You're a good reader. No real cause other than just history and just my own suspicions. You guys are too greedy, especially humans. I at least see that you do have the foresight to travel with, people outside of your own race. That's a little rare for you, dude.
I'm not a prisoner of that.
You probably do get that a lot, don't you? And that's why I don't trust small folk. I see the tieflings and the bugbear and the half elf. I see those as a boon to you. Maybe some culture will wipe off on you. They're human.
Well, I hope that the misdeeds of the many that you've run across do not put ill favor against me. I hope that will not, I'll be able to prove myself against that mindset.
Hey, Theophany, are you hiding your disdain of giants right now?
Oh, not even remotely.
Okay. She says she responds to Landis then with the perhaps so. If your tiefling friend there might do the same, I have a feeling you feel much the same way about me as I do about you, don't you?
Indeed. But I haven't killed you yet, so.
So it's all talk for the little annoying gnat.
So before this escalates, I do have another question for you.
Hang on,
you know,
hang on.
Okay.
She after calling you an annoying little gnat, maybe she goes, maybe if we can earn some modicum of trust, maybe you and I should go around. To you, the
All right.
I'm going to write down the terms that the giant was looking for about being able to explore to look for the relic of Atum.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave before this goes anywhere.
By the way, I said that I haven't killed her yet in Giant.
Then her
So,
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna retcon that sentence.
No, that's fine. She responded with her
So-
little challenge in giant as well. Then.
All right then.
All right. Sorry, Alex. What?
oh, no problem.
Can I ask, you have ran into a giant,
What was Zephyros? Was he a cloud giant?
Yeah.
so we haven't run into a cloud giant recently, named Zephyros. So you guys have told him?
Zephyros.
What? Because we're giants, we're supposed to know each other? Oh, wait, sorry.
Huh. Yeah. Zephyros was one of the other few kindly giants. He's a bit of an oddball, though. If I remember right, I haven't seen
Yeah,
him
you
in.
can say that again.
haven't
I
seen
like
him in
him.
some time. Oh, I should warn you. We don't know where exactly, but if you happen to see another castle that looks a lot like this, you might be wary. I don't know if you guys know this or even know much about our culture, but the Allfather Amnum decided to stir us giants out of our complacency, by shattering our ordning. The best I can relate it as a caste system. And she does go on as if you guys know nothing about the ordning. Just making that as an assumption. So she rattles on a little bit about that and pretty much says that Countess...
Can I just cut her off and say, we've heard?
Impressive. But as I was saying, there's Countess Sansuri. She doesn't share our moral compass. If you run into another castle like this, be wary.
Is it the same color and
Yeah,
same drapery and stuff?
just about exactly. Yeah.
You said Countess Sansori?
Yeah. I don't know where she's at now, but she means She means to put herself at the top of the ordning and to conquer as much ground as possible. Overtake as many small folk civilizations as she can.
Can we get the name one more time?
Her name is Countess Sansuri. Sansuri.
And what are these people's names?
Okay.
Their names?
Count M and Countess Count N and Countess M.
Count Amolo and Countess Laura.
Yeah. Nimbolo. Nimbolo. And Countess Mulara. Mulara. Alright, so at this point, they welcome you to their house. You're welcome to stay a little bit. I know you, Landis, mentioned or were volunteered kind of sort of to play a game of chess. And so, being distrusting, the Countess is going to escort you to the chess field, and watch you play, of course.
Not leave you alone with their children.
Exactly. But Martin, if you're wanting to go speak for the Giants to the leaders of Waterdeep, you're welcome to do so.
Yep.
What
Deliver the message and let them know.
Okay.
That these historians and map-making extraordinaires are here looking to recapture a part of their history. They don't mean to cause panic, but giants, right? And I present them with a little thing that I wrote down about what they're looking to do, about searching for the ruins of Anbu, and looking for an artifact of their history.
Okay. Make a persuasion check if you would.
Wind myself up ahead. So. Let's see. 13, 15. Persuasion. Am I trying to do that? Yes, I am. So.
A lot.
22.
22. You managed to convince the Herald that maybe I'll go. I'll go back and talk to the lady. I can't remember her first name. Silverhand.
Dove.
And
her first name is Dove.
So, but yeah, she'll go talk to them, and eventually she comes out and meets with her, and you can recite the tell again, and yeah, they are okay with that, in human size.
It's just so hard to fix the streets when the giants walk down the street. Yeah.
And appreciate you, taking the initiative to help protect the city, despite, as far as they know, you're not from here. While Martin's off doing that, while Dot's off doing that, Landis is about to have his little chess match. Pyro probably tries to talk to one of the stone giant guards about the Phoenix and his greatness and all that fun stuff.
He did. Josh did tell me before he left that he was going to work on recruitment, not so much just ridding the world of pain, but recruiting more people to help him rid the world of pain.
Okay. So,
That's what he wants to focus on.
Okay, so Pyro does that. I'll help you make a couple.
Does Landis need help moving the pieces?
No, he's good. You'll find out why in a little bit. What are you gonna do, Arion? Are you gonna go with Dot back down? Are you gonna stay and watch the chess match?
What's Theophany doing? Because I might go with her.
Theophany, what are you doing?
Go for it.
Just inspecting around as much as I can without getting into trouble.
Okay, well, the Countess does assign one of the stone giant guards to escort you, but you're welcome to look around.
All right.
And there are several levels to this. I can share all of them if you'd like to see them. But pretty much, there's a courtyard. there's I think a yard on both sides. I think it is a yard up top. I think the one on the left side even has a little pool. It looks like. So there's a lot of pretty stuff around. So Landis,
I'll go with the Alfie then.
Oh.
Unless she seems like she wants to be by herself.
That's between you two.
That's probably good.
Them's fighting words. Calm down. Calm down.
Are you okay with company, Theapi?
I'm not thrilled about it, but I'm not gonna kick her out or anything. Mostly because she's bigger than me.
It's probably also best that someone watches her just in case. There's a lot of shinies in here.
Well, I would. This is me not trying to roleplay, but also thinking what Ariana would do. But I imagine she probably sees your countenance and goes, "Oh, she really needs a friend right now." Knowing how you've roleplayed her in the past.
Yeah, it's probably a little like that.
All right, Landis. You were taken out to the starboard lawn out there, and
Towards the top?
it's not on the map we're looking at.
Oh, okay. Don't blow up. Last time you shared something, he got angry with me.
What did it? Oh, come on, don't be stupid. Oh, no wonder I can't find the stupid picture. Hang on. My mouse is being stupid. Or I'm being stupid, one of the two.
Man claims he's not dead. Court doesn't buy it.
There we go. Alright, so the map you're looking at. Yeah, it's not on the map you're looking at. Let me find which one it is on.
Ohio student suspended for staying in class during national walkout.
What?
Alright, I'm gonna share another picture. Are you ready for it to not blow up?
Sure. I'm kind of waiting for it to blow up, but we'll see.
Don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up.
It says loading. Oh, it didn't blow up.
Yeah, alright, scroll to the bottom of that. Although, if you want to see more pictures of what's on this level, at least, Theophy, you can look. Looks like there are giant pumpkin patches and a pretty little fountain and stuff.
Are they giants pumpkins? Like,
Yeah.
it's the great pumpkin Charlie Brown?
And actually, it looks like there are looking glasses out there. That, with the help of the guard around you, you could probably use pretty easily. Of course, your whole face goes up to where their eye would, but you know. But there's your chessboard.
Okay.
And you walk out, and of course they're playing, and the pieces are actually moving by themselves.
And I look at them and I say, I gotta get me one of these things.
And so the children share their father's the kind of enthusiasm and kindness, and mention that I'm stupid and took up a bookmark. Mention that you know, look, if you're interested in playing, we can go a couple matches.
I would think that would be swell. We got time.
Okay, and as far as the giant's names, the one that introduces himself to you, his name is Kanye, and
Kanye?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. There's a joke there.
Yeah.
If any of you watch anything Key and Peele related, there's a D&D episode.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm totally still
How
in
many
that.
kids does how many kids does the Count and Countess have that we know?
3. That's it. There's Kanye, and we'll just call the other one Brad.
Kanye, Brad, and we haven't met the third.
Correct. He's not out here. But yeah, the chess pieces move themselves.
All right. Well then,
They
I
say
play
that.
chess.
Okay. They mention, all right, yeah, let's start this. Hey, get back in starting order. So all the pieces, the ones that are off on the side and like broken. I'm really, literally picturing this a lot like wizard chess. So, like when they attack each other, they go flying, but they pick themselves, put themselves back together, and walk back to their starting places. He wants you to play rock paper scissors. It's his favorite of the small folks games. To figure out who's white and who's black.
Okay. How do I play rock paper scissors?
You play rock paper scissors with. Is that in character or asking me?
No, I mean, how do we play rock paper scissors in D&D?
I'm gonna do it, and I've got witnesses on my side, and you're gonna do it, and you've got witnesses on your side. So, just go on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Paper.
I got scissors.
Crap.
You have
I
paper?
guess I'm black.
Yep, you're
Yep.
black.
Cool.
So, I'm a terrible chess player. I'm not going to sit and simulate an entire game of chess with you, but you're proficient in that, right?
Yes.
So, chess is a game of mind and tactics and that sort of thing. So we're going to make this an intelligence gaming check. So you are proficient. So your int mod plus your proficiency bonus is what you add to your die rolls, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up the stats for the young giant here, and you're not much stupider than him, so it's gonna be decently even. His proficiency bonus would be.
Why is there stupider similar to Jupiter?
Alright, so I'm just gonna do. We'll just do a couple contested rolls just to simulate it.
Okay.
He's gonna go ahead and make one.
Well, I rolled an 18 plus 2, so 20.
Holy crap! All right, so you start off much better than he's starting off.
Okay, then I'm doing Queen Gambit's starting.
Again, that's gonna go over my head. I mean, I know how to play chess. but
Yep,
not-
that's the goal.
So you start off. You win some pieces and that sort of thing. He loses some pieces. Let's go ahead and roll another one. You got a 15.
Ooh. 5.
So he picks it back up, and you're still in the lead, but he's catching up. To use racing terms for a game that has nothing to do with race.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's not how chess works, but okay.
He stops losing. As many
Because
pieces.
of your piece advantage.
Yeah, pretty much. So he gets a couple pieces on you. Not as many as you got on him, so he's still losing, so to speak. But go ahead and make a third one.
12.
He got a, 16 on the dice, so he got a 19. He's got the advantage now. But this is a hell of a chess match. And last but not least, one final check.
Come on, natural 20. Oh, natural 20.
Oh man, I got a 7.
17.
He makes a stupid mistake and loses his queen, which is one of the last power pieces he had left. He had that and maybe like a knight left. And once you take that, it's not too hard to get a checkmate on him.
Huzzah!
And so he says, "Wow, that's really impressive."
Thank you. It's been a while since I've played.
Doesn't look like it. And He, 1 second here. He offers you a reward that, and I apologize for not being as prepared as I thought I was. But I'm going to roll on a table here in a second.
How dare you not be prepared for me to play chess?
Oh, this is a dangerous table.
Come on, roll high so I can get a Holy Avenger.
Well, I don't
That's on the
think,
table.
I'm not sure that's even on this table. But keep your hopes up if you like.
He has to get a 27 on the dice to get that.
Or 200, depending on which dice he's rolling.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Was it too good or too bad?
Okay, I hate this table. We should have done this before y'all went shopping. That's all I'm going to say. Well, crap. Okay.
Do you want me to pick something?
No, I got it. He goes off and he comes back with a really nice shield. And sorry, I re-rolled a bunch of times because literally I rolled like all the stuff you guys decided to buy in town. Like, so I figured I might as well give you something new. Like literally, Broom of Flying was one of the things I rolled.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did he give me? A shield?
Yeah. So he comes back and it's a magic shield. It's a sentinel shield.
He thought it was a dinner plate, but
Yeah.
It's a teacup holder.
But he's told that, you know, this is a special shield of the small folk. And on the shield, in fact, I'm going to pull in some Legend of Zelda. There's a Sheikah eye on the front of the shield. And what Sentinel shields do, it is a magic shield, still just your regular +2 AC. But while you're holding it, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks.
Woohoo! I think, what did you say, Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye.
I mean, Kanye for such a fine gift. It wasn't something that I was expecting. I encourage him not to get into rapping, though.
What is this rapping you speak of?
That brings joy to my heart that you don't know that.
Is that some hipster fad of your culture?
I wish it was just a fad, but sadly, it's picking up.
Okay. So, by the time that finishes, Dot can make it back, and after meeting with Lady Silverhand, you know, tells you that yeah, you guys can come, you know, see the city.
Come on down.
She does, of course, ask you to be human-sized before you leave the castle. But yeah, anything that she's going to get some of the. I guess I should have told you this, Dot. Sorry. While you're going to relay this message, she's going to go find some of their historians, some of their experts, and see if they can be any help to you.
Okay.
And while that's going, the Countess mentions, "Hey, all right, little gnats, you want to go a round or two?"
Sorry, I had to unmute. Go ahead.
Sure.
Was that a sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's roll some initiative here. She does put down some ground rules. I will promise not to kill you if you promise to not kill me, as if you could. And
You accept those rules?
I accept the rule that's so far.
Alright, so for this fight, we're gonna go just a couple of rounds. We're gonna try not to drag this out too long. But for initiative, I've got stupid dice. Let's put that dice jump, please. I got all of 1 to my initiative.
I got 19.
Alright, so you're going first.
Did we say no weapons, or is this just?
I know you can use your bow. She has no problem with that. She's got her.
Okay.
She's got her Morning Star out.
Alright, then I shall use my bow.
Can we just roll this? Or
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I think I just do. It's favorite enemies, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Bet your butt is.
It's your first attack, so 17.
17.
That'll hit.
Alright.
Do you want me to roll an attack on that, or you want to roll an actual dice to
I'll
attack?
roll an actual die for this. It's a D8.
Did you Hunter's Mark?
No, I don't. I'm not. There's not. It's not. I wasted a spell slot for anything.
D8 plus 9.
Yes. So, 15 damage.
15 damage. All right. And for the sake of a fair fight without Deva, let's go ahead and say for this fight you can shoot twice a round.
Okay. Go again.
That's not what I wanted to do.
You have a boost of pride giving you a little extra power right now.
Oh, I just say, hold on, sorry, I just
I'll just roll it.
Go ahead.
So
3.
13.
What was it?
Oh, that's wrong. I don't know why I was trying to roll with advantage. It's a 13.
13 will miss.
Okay.
So she kind of grins. Stronger than I thought. Well, then she kind of walks up to you, and with her rather large bonuses, gonna attack you.
Okay.
But probably miss with this hit. 15.
That'll miss.
Gonna roll again. This dice may go in dice roll as well. Wow, that's a 16 on the dice, so that's gonna be a 28.
28 will hit.
And so this is, like I said, with her giant Morning Star, for a total of 15.
I can add over here.
Okay.
And now it's your turn again.
Alright.
You sure you don't want to do Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, I'm always with that slot on the game, so yeah. So yeah, okay.
Sure.
Take my shot. Rolls on this dagger crap. So
Plus 10.
14.
14 will hit.
Okay. That's 14 damage.
14 damage, alright. Go ahead and roll again.
24.
That'll hit.
So it's 12 damage.
12 damage, alright. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes, just hits.
Okay, so 17 and then an 18, so I'm going to roll this twice. First hit does 16 damage.
Okay.
31 wounds.
And the second one will do 20 on you there. Gets a couple good hits in on you. You're you did say no killing, but you're bleeding a little bit.
Well, a bit.
A little bit.
I have 4 hit points left. Yeah.
Do you continue the fight?
No.
Do you yield?
Alright, well, she is impressed. I mean, for such a small annoying gnat, that was kind of annoying. That hurt a little bit.
Am I nearby?
I don't know. Are you nearby?
Well, I was just wondering, is this happening while we're playing chess? Or afterwards?
It would have happened after that.
Okay.
I probably would have gone down to, like, that great courtyard. Don't want to get blood on the grass.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I just want to cast Cure Wounds then.
Okay. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. The giant then walks over and asks, may I heal you?
Yes.
And it's a little scary. She actually,
It's a touch spell. Swoosh.
It's a touch spell. So she very gently just kind of like plucks you out of the air and you magically feel better. You physically feel better. Mentally, I don't know.
You've just been booped by a giant.
Mentally, not so much, but.
Is that healed for full or?
Yeah.
Making sure I'm
Was it Bill
going
and Graham?
down.
You have been healed.
Really great for this.
So Milligram's not the right denomination for that.
No. What was it?
Benny Head.
Okay, yeah. Well, leave me the items here.
I'm lounging in my broom as I'm waiting for this to finish.
Alright, so she also goes back and comes back with an item for you. And this is a very special quiver that was a gift from one of the few small folk that I have ever had any admiration for. And I would like to bequeath it to you. You have earned some of my respect. Coming against me one-on-one without... Oh, is David down on the ground, I guess? Yeah, David probably is.
Amy took one look at the griffin and said, nah, catbirds, nah, I'm good.
Sorry, I forgot about David. But she said, yeah, coming against me on your own, while staying enough in range for me to actually hit you, to make it fair, I'm impressed. And so she gives you a quiver of Alana. Essentially, it is a 3-compartment quiver. It's a magical golf bag. It never weighs more than 2 pounds. The shortest compartment can hold up to 60 arrows. The mid-sized compartment can hold up to 18 javelins. And the biggest compartment can hold up to...
6 bows or javelin or staves.
Yeah, 6 bows, quarterstaffs, spears. So pretty much just not quite a portable hold, but a ranger's best friend kind of thing. And literally, I rolled that on the table. I didn't make that one up. Unless that's a 6, but I don't think it is.
I think also drawing the item out of it's a free action or whatever.
And you can draw any item out of it as if doing it from a regular scabbard or quiver. But now you can carry around, you can be a pack junkie for Landis to carry more javelins. Because that's what Landis needs. She looks down at you, Ariana. So, you haven't said much. Do you want to try?
Sure.
Let's roll initiative.
That's just the last good roll. Probably.
What'd you get?
16.
16. Let's roll for her again. Stupid dice. Seriously? It's better. It's 5. Stupid. Alright, so, Ariana, you're going first. She's still bleeding from,
Make your attack cure light wounds.
Oh, Theophie. That's warm and fuzzy. Theophie told her in Giant, I think you, Countess, you have earned my respect as well.
I golf clap.
I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on her.
Go for it.
Does a 16 hit her?
Yep. 14 is the magic number here. She's
She
big.
is a giant. It's kind of hard to miss.
Oh. Another D10. Uh, 12 damage?
12 damage. Alright.
Yeah, because my D10s hate me just as much as my D20s do.
Okay. And she did. Let's see. 21? That'll hit, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so she's gonna hit you twice. 25 on the first. And 22 on the second.
Okay, I'm gonna tap out.
Okay. Okay. Ah. Well, futz. I didn't take you as a spellcaster.
That's racist.
I suppose that's true. So was that? Are you a cleric?
Of Yondala, yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Halfling, yes. I'm adopted.
You're adopted, huh? The halflings.
They're kind and generous people. Let me tell you the story of Brother Bash.
But
Yondala's blessing.
you're a bugbear.
Yes.
Halflings didn't just kill you?
They were praying for a child, and Yondala left me outside of their village.
This is... Wow. I'm learning much I did not know.
Halflings are good people.
Okay, I know this is going to be racist, too. I've heard tell of... What was it? Some type of magic dessert or something? Cinnamon rolls. Do you happen to know... What was his name? Tea Leaf?
Yes, that's my
The
that's
little
my uncle.
punchy guy. That's your uncle. What was his name again?
Corn.
I'm gonna go with Punchy.
He answers to that.
Huh. Any chance you could help me make a batch of these cinnamon?
Sure. Can you do whatever that Healy thing was you did to her first, though?
Oh, of course. If she
My
reaches down
face
and
hurts.
picks you up, and
I mean, I could do it, but
she doesn't like pick you up for the purpose of picking you up, but it just kind of happens, and yeah, heals you, and you're fully healed.
I was down to 1, so you know it's good.
Wow. Yeah, those things hit hard. So, crap. What did we say last time with the check? I've got to remember this. Proficiency bonus and wisdom, I think we said, for making your cinnamon rolls.
I think so, because it's like noticing if that's enough sugar and it's watching the make sure it doesn't burn. That's wisdom. That's paying attention.
Alright, okay. Make me that with proficiency.
Um, 22? Wait.
Oh, yeah.
More than that.
More than that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely fine. Do I really want to do what I just rolled? I rolled it.
No, 22. That was right. I was right.
You make probably or help her make, because you're getting giant proportions. The best batch of cinnamon rolls that even Uncle Corn, with his magic spoon from the gods, would struggle to make. And just blow them all away. It's like all the guards come in. I imagine at this point that the count has already gone down with Dot after while the fighting and stuff was happening. So they'll save him one maybe.
I'll try to.
I'll try to. But you make it's just yeah. Everyone here is so happy. Like you just made a friend. And for that, and I actually rolled this. She sees you fight with what now? A mace?
I don't know. I use it so seldom. I don't know. Yeah, a mace.
Fight with mace. Okay. She goes and shows this was from I hope he doesn't mind me giving it out. It is precious to him, but once he tries these cinnamon rolls, he'll understand. This mace belonged to the small folk person that he most cared for, and she hands you a beautifully sculpted mace. You can feel that it radiates power. It's just so strong. And part of me is eventually probably going to regret giving you this, but she hands you a +2 mace. And also, thankfully, Holy Avenger was also not on this table.
Oh.
Considering the fact that it's a Isle of Wight.
But that's what she hands you. And so you guys have acquired some more shiny shinies. We'll head back over to Dot and them. I assume at least you were going back down there with them, right, Dot?
Yeah.
So you guys,
My word is my bond.
so you take them back down there, and true to their word, nobles of Waterdeep have found or gathered the local experts. None of them know much about Astoria, but they figured that if there's something, it's down, forgive us for the atmosphere we're about to go to, but buried down beneath, there are crypts down there that, we haven't reached the bottom of. It's possible there's something there. I know it's a little, for us at least, for our people, it's a little bit creepy to go too far in there. But if you're brave, we will go down there with you. You're a guest here at our city. We will, we will escort you and keep you safe while down there. And he kind of chuckles to himself that even in this form, he's still he's a giant. But he
Graciously accepts their offer.
Yeah, sorry, I read something Alex said. Graciously accepts the offer, and do you want to go with him?
Sure.
And so you guys all...
Ancient knowledge is great knowledge.
Yep. So you guys wind your way down, and it's way down here. And most of the trip is pretty uneventful. At the end, you come to what actually looks like some beautiful stonework and artwork. from what you can see, in the torchlight. But as we try to open it, they're not very smart. They don't check for traps.
I stand on the side of the room.
And several undead appear. And so there is a fight. Just again to keep this a little simple, Martin, let's pitch you against one of them. There's plenty of people, so you don't have to fight all of them. Let's see, what do we want to fight you against? Let's go this bad boy. One ghost slips past them.
Goody. Fortunately, I have one force spell.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I have to move backwards so I can use it. Peasant shatter. It's chasing me. Why is it chasing me?
That's fine. Alright, let's roll some initiative. Hey, roll them.
17.
This is the ghost who... You still go first. But hey, I got a 16 compared to the 1 and 5 I got last time. Alright, so...
It makes saving throw.
Makes a saving throw. Wisdom?
No. Constitution.
Constitution.
Which I think failed.
It passes. Well, I don't... Your DC is not 18, is it?
4, 7... My DC's 15.
15. So it's gonna pass. It still takes half damage.
I believe so. Careful. Don't break the universe, Mark. No one appreciates it when you break the universe.
No, not usually.
Oh, it's actually thunder damage. Oh well. Points of thunder damage. But
Alright.
half on
Saving throw, so he's 18 seconds. Okay. The ghost is going to attempt to scare everyone within 60 feet of it. Make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. As it becomes very, very scary.
17?
You passed. You are not scared. Ready? It's back to your turn.
firebolt.
Magic number is 11.
More than 11. Firebolt to be 10. Check. Fireball, as amusing as that would be. Eight points of fire.
8 points of fire damage. Right again. Matt knows that. It's gonna just take a swing at you, Martin. For 10. That's gonna miss, right?
Yes.
Yep.
My resting AC is a 15
Sweet.
because of my tough skills.
That's right. Alright, your turn again.
Runs and repeat. Six points of fire.
Alright. It is not dead, but
Well, technically.
it is not unable to continue fighting you.
It is not re-dead.
That one. It's not unalive? I don't know.
It has been unalived.
Yeah, exactly. But that's enough, along with the rest of the ghosts and ghouls and stuff that kind of just popped out of nowhere. The trap has been appeased or whatnot. One of the guards that came with the group did die in the process. He did his duty. Kept
Joe, I knew you. Not at all, really, actually.
right. And they all thank you. As a bard, do you play an instrument or do you sing more?
Yes. Tell me both.
Once we get back up top, I've got some.
Yeah.
But they go through and the door opens and they do find not quite what they're looking for, but they find some proof that yes, our civilization did used to stand on this ground.
Walk into a room that's suddenly sized for giants.
Oh yeah. That door would not have opened without the presence of a giant. It's weird magic, and who knows what the spell plague and crap did to it too. But they found what they were looking for, and so eventually they finished their measurements and all that stuff, and make their way.
I provide the soundtrack.
And in this case, it's actually Lady Silverhand that gives this to you, and I totally dropped this off the page. And she offers you a choice between a lute, a bandor, and a sitar.
Google thought you said Google, not loot. It's fine.
Totally didn't say Google.
Down my musical instrument proficiencies. I can't see in here. Be a lute.
Hey, I can read now.
The mood lighting is nice and all, but I'm old. I can't see. So.
It's on 100%. It's just.
Yeah, they're just soft. They're soft light bulbs. They're not designed to replace that.
That is definitely a more bold thing.
More watts. Watts. Watts up. Get it? Watts.
Okay. So, once you get back up there, you find, or you are handed what is known as an instrument of the bards. It does require attunement, but you are given a Das lute. Fancy little picture here. Lute. And better probably not just read it to you, but you get spells and crap, charges and all that fun stuff. You get spells that at the top for all of them, and the ones for that particular loot. But you get a nice magic little weapon thingy. All right, Alex. So you said you want to challenge the giant lady.
Sure, why not?
All right, roll some initiative.
All right. Now I have advantage then.
And she got a 7.
I got a 16.
All right, so you're going first. Oh, she was hurt still. She was at like 17. All right, go for it. She remarks. So you've already been gifted a gift, and then she does the weird little eye thing that I just did. Like, did I just say the same word twice? And then kind of shakes her head. But then yeah, continues with the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always up for challenge. Wow, that's terrible. 10.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Cool.
Second attack.
Oh, yeah, I have that, don't I?
A little bit.
20.
That'll hit.
How much do I want to attack? Because, I mean, I could do a Divine Smite, but I don't think...
No killing.
No, I'm just going to roll. 8.
Okay. And her turn. Pretty sure 25 is going to hit you. What about an 18?
18, no. 25, yes.
Alright. For 18, and believe it or not, that's going to be magic.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Look at the stuff she's giving out. Alright, back to you.
I will attack again. Actually, I forgot that. Let me make sure. No, it has the +2 already. Okay, just making sure.
Great.
Natural 20. So, now I could be really mean and do Divine Smite now.
How much do you want to impress her?
Pretty much, yes. I do want to impress her. So, Divine Smite at second level, so that's 3d8.
Gosh.
So that's 24 to deal with.
No killing.
I can heal it at the last second. I can't roll another d8.
Here.
Okay. That's a d10. Alright, so we said 3d8. Let me roll the original d8. So regular attack is 15 plus 5, so that's 20. And then the 3d8, 30, 41. So 61 total.
61 total?
Yep.
That is a heck of a hit.
Oh, and I have to hit attack again?
Yeah.
How's she looking? I don't want to attack if she looks jacked.
She's starting to breathe hard.
Okay, I'll just attack again with a natural 1.
Nice.
You hear so hard. You're like, whoa! I'm so sorry. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
She
I
kinda-
pulled my throat.
She kind of shakes her head a little bit and kind of snarls. And nope. Sorry.
That's power word kick. Okay.
Alright, so that's going to be a crit, and the second one is going to be a 19 to hit.
The second one fails.
Okay, let's do the crit. So 27 plus whatever that math turns out, plus 24. So 48, 51 points of damage.
Okay, I'm knocked unconscious with that swing.
Oh, my bad. And she bends down and picks you up and does the same thing, kind of heals you and sets you roughly back on your feet. You probably topple over. And she says, "Well fought, Paladin. It's been a while since I've felt the bite of a smite like that." And now this time she does bend down and heal her. Like she grabs where you smote her and casts the same heal that she's been doing on you guys to herself, and she looks a lot better. She says, "Well, you have already received an item. It is our custom that for guests that impress us, we give them a gift. We don't normally give two. I would perhaps offer a trade if you wish. I don't have anything quite as fancy as that mace, but I think my husband does have a rather nice sword somewhere. If you would rather that over the shield."
I did the challenge not for any reward, just for the thrill of the fight, so I'm good. I appreciate the offer.
Well fought, sir.
Same to you.
Righty. It is 9 o'clock. Do we want a potty break?
Yes, please.
Potty break.
Potty break!
Potty, woo!
Dude!
Actually, was and then I got distracted. Can you eat the last little bit of your lemons?
Yeah, that's fine. The only rule is don't eat the last 5 of them, which I just did, so it's fine.
So yeah, that was kind of funny that I actually rolled that quiver thing for you, Theophany. So it's a neat little treasure.
Alex had me muted again, but I said I am not upset about that.
Funny how the dice work out that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I rolled like a cloak of protection, which you guys just bought a bunch of, the broom of flying, like, I think the gloves of thievery again. I mean, like, really? Come on, dice.
Do you know how to mark advantage on one of the items or one of the skills?
Not a clue.
Sorry, what?
Because he's got the fancy shield, he wants to, I guess, always mark his initiative to have advantage. But I don't know.
Well, initiative and perception.
Does he have to be wielding the shield to get the advantage? Okay.
There might be an effect you can put on the shield, maybe.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, I don't have access to add effects. Only you do.
I can do it, yeah. I mean, not right this second, but we can definitely look at it.
Yeah.
Is there a Dr. Pepper left in there? If there's more than a couple, yeah.
Yeah, there's at least 3. And I'm gonna still work on something.
So I had a thing to show you at work today, Alex, but I went by after lunch and you were gone.
He walked away for a second. He'll be back.
I nobly refrained from throwing you off the castle.
I see. Was there a temptation?
No, there were too many witnesses.
I see.
I still could have done it, but I was just
I'm
like,
back.
hey, Mr. Alex. Ryan's upstairs.
Yeah. His not always struck me as indifferent to my character. So.
What's up, Josh? I now have access to invisibility, so I'm fine. Now I'll be using that loot to cast on my spells. Play some thrash metal real quick. Loot's not supposed to make that noise. I don't care.
This one does. I forgot. I forget what all it does.
Well, I haven't got a
It
chance
does
to do
fly,
a role play with
invisibility.
you.
I wrote it down. Piece of all of the page. So flying, invisibility, protection from good and evil, which works really great in this party because everybody in this party is good or evil.
Then protection from poison.
Protection from poison, protection from energy fire, and animal friendship. That was one of those people. So I can at least make friends with Dava now. I don't know how Dava actually feels about me, but once per day I can make Dava like me for a little bit. And I'll do like, she likes me, she really, really likes me. And the Oppie's like, stop messing with my pet. Odd spells in D&D that are great in PvP. I'm a ranger. I have animal friendship. I'm a druid in animal form.
Well, I just gave you something terrible, didn't I?
Hmm?
Advantage on charming, or disadvantage on.
No, only if it's a spell that the thing does.
When you use an instrument to cast a spell that causes targets to become charmed on a failed save, the target has disadvantage on the saving throw. This effect applies whether you're using the instrument as a source of the spell or as a focus.
Good for you. I don't have any charm spells.
Really?
That's not what I built. Because I know the negatives of charm spells, which are, hey, yeah, for the next, 30 minutes or so, this person is your buddy. At 31 minutes, they're like, son of a bitch. What did you just do to me? I will fucking destroy you for what you've done to me. Now, on the other hand, if I use persuasion to charm them, or deception to trick them, they might be like, you got me.
True.
You want to sit here?
I do find the blue light a little bit more soothing. I'm not saying like you have a lot of blue in it, but Apparently, I am really badly colorblind because I was playing games at Mid-South-Con, and it's like, it says roll, like, the defense dice are blue or green. I'm like, I roll a green. They're like, no, that's a blue. I'm like, that's green. I'm like, I'm wearing blue jeans. I hold it to my blue jeans. I'm like, these are blue. This isn't the same color as my blue jeans. It's green. No. Everybody's like, those are blue. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? It's blue. I'm like,
That happens. Jason was mixing like strawberry oatmeal in the break room, and I was like, "What's that red stuff?" And I think it was you, Ryan. You were like, "No, it's pink." I'm like,
Yeah, you were like, what's that orange stuff?
"Orange is right." And you're like, "No, it's pink." I'm like, ah. And Jason's like, "Are you colorblind?" Apparently, it's totally not pink, but okay.
So, at Mid-South-Con, I played Massive Darkness, which is a miniature board game, and it is really hard and really fun. Also played Imperial Assault, and actually got to see how it's supposed to work, which is kind of fun. They're both similar games in that it's a players versus. Imperial Assault is one person plays the bad guys, and then each of the other players plays heroes. Massive Darkness is the game is playing against you, but the mechanics are very similar.
Now I've played a couple sessions of Imperial Assault with Will. He's got it. It's Descent Bookstores.
So, how did class go?
It was good. It was good.
You made it back alive, so I assume your class did not kill you and eat you. So
They did. They did.
Yay, not
There's
good.
always a temptation with it. With that, with teenagers, I know.
damn heathens.
It goes both ways, though.
Wait, Josh wants to kill them either?
Have you
It was
ever been
fine.
around teenagers? I mean, not the eating part, but
Hey, look, you get
have
desperate.
you ever been in charge of a room of teenagers?
No.
Okay. Then you have no idea.
I have never been in a room of teenagers in any circumstance.
Like since high school or whatever.
Granted, I hated
even
teenagers
in
when I
high
was a
school.
teenager.
I was oblivious to the fact that there were people around me. I didn't care. I was reading the entire time. So I've never been in a room of teenagers. Now, I've been in a room of like college students, some of whom may still have been teenagers. That's about the closest I've got.
Okay.
Is that a long enough potty break, or are we ready to keep going?
I'm finished pottying.
Well, good thing too, because you're sitting on the couch now. It would be very awkward for all of us if you weren't done yet.
A little bit. No one's talking to you, Google. Alex, Melly, are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay, can we unmute the...
Resuming,
My hands are open.
Okay.
and we begin again.
Alright, so...
Hey Google,
brief recap.
turn off all lights.
Brief recap for Josh.
Mine didn't listen, by the way.
Drats.
Okay, brief recap. There was a floating the castle.
Yeah.
Dot flew up, saw that they weren't immediately preparing to attack, came back down.
It's always nice.
Landis acquired some griffins from the city. The rest of you guys all flew up there. I had forgotten to have you make your persuasion checks to try to recruit some of the guards. We can do that now, but click on the picture behind there. Would you? That little checkerboard there is a life-size chessboard. Think wizard's chest from
That's where
Harry
we're
Potter.
it's right there.
To the point where the pieces are animated. They're human size. Alex,
Played a close fought game, but he managed to prevail.
yeah,
And he got a shield.
yeah, he got a fancy shield. Theofi was offered a challenge by the Countess lady, the Cloud Giant, and put up a good fight. She got a fancy quiver that's kind of a mini portable hole kind of thing for weapons.
Nice.
Holds a lot of stuff, but only weighs 2 pounds.
Yeah.
Literally like a portable whole golf bag kind of thing. the giant offered the same challenge to Ryan. Was shocked to find out that Ryan was A, raised by halflings, B, as a cleric, but also put up a good fight. She got the countess's husband's favored item from like his favorite little smallfoot guy, and it's a +2 mace. Let's see. Martin was kind of being our diplomat, and the giants are here. They're cartographers. They're really remapping after lots of crap has happened in the past. We can talk about later, but remapping the world, and they think that this used to be a site of the ancient giant civilization. So they're looking. They came prepared with potions of human size, and offered the leaders of Waterdeep, hey, we just want to search around.
Become in peace.
Become in peace, all that. So, and they agreed, and so they drank their potions and flew down on their own griffins, and delved down into the crypts with them, found an ancient giant place. They did set off a trap, and so they had to fight some ghosts. One of the guards died. Kind of as payment, they gave him a fancy little magic instrument.
Nobody knows.
And
I have new loot. That's all you know. That's all you need to know.
Depending on how much people pay attention, it's the same loot you always had, right? Right.
You may hear me at night going,
Nope, looks different to me.
So, Josh,
it was a gift from Lady Silverhand. It would be rude not to keep it.
Josh, we were going to say that you were trying to convince some of the guards to join your recruitment or whatnot. We had not done the rolls yet, so you are welcome to. There are 8 total. There are probably 5 you can talk to.
Sweet. You want 5 separate rolls?
Yeah, just one roll.
Okay.
From you, at least.
What's its level?
Should have warned you that that dice is evil.
Yeah, 10.
Let me... Oh, this place also has like 15 giants. All over the place. Alex beat up a kid when he
There's
was
a
playing
mom,
chess.
a dad. We've only met 2 of the kids. But
One of the kids' name is Kanye.
Yes, one of the kids' names.
The one
So
that lost
there's
the
a
And
mom.
then there are 8 guards.
Well, no, the thing is, there's mom and dad. There's the 2 kids we've met. But we know there's 15 giants running around, which means there are like 4 giants unaccounted for. Because there are 8 guards, we've met 4 of the family. That's 12. There's 3 giants unaccounted for. One kid and 2 adult giants.
Does Kanye have a big ego?
No, he was a gracious loser.
Oh.
There's a Key and Bill D&D episode. He wants to play Kanye, a giant named Kanye. Okay, so you said 10. I need to make a...
Yeah, you should have told me to use the other die.
Oh, it's evil too. All of mine are terrible.
I could get mine.
You could.
They all crit like all the time.
Especially on Bailey.
These don't roll double digits. Ever.
Yeah.
Alright, Josh, so...
You need to remember to say bang before you roll the dice. Because that's the different dice roller inside of Discord. The one that actually does roll double digits. So if you say bang and roll the dice, it will roll better.
Alright, so... Out of the 5, you managed to, I guess, recruit one of them.
Oh. Disappointing numbers.
Yeah. But, he takes you aside after you... Well, I guess, what were you saying with that?
I was telling them that the Phoenix offers them warmth and life, and that they will never need to suffer anymore when they come to the Phoenix, and they can help keep other people from suffering when they come to the Phoenix as well.
And he says, well, that is kind of the mission. That's one of, we came here, we're just making maps for, the benefit of all. They're going to share the information they have, for a small fee. But I like this thought of keeping people safe. And he says, hang on a second. He goes and rummages around, and he, sadly, Josh is not going to be quite as rich as the other people. You know what? Let me make one. I'm going to break on something. The last child that we haven't met yet is here.
Is that because of my class? And
no.
Is that because of my class and there's not a whole lot that sorcerers can take?
For what?
Oh, I just mean like treasure.
Oh, no. Just you're talking to the guards.
Sure. There's an item that you can take that's awesome. It's called the Wand of the War Wizard +1.
Oh wait, you have one.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, and I actually rolled on some of the tables. I rolled everything you guys bought in town,
Including my broom of flying.
the flying, the cloaks, the gloves that they were like. Really, come on, guys. No, for what he's got is it's nice. It's not as nice as something that they could give because it is just one of the goals. But he came across this and he hid it from the others, and it's an item that will essentially teach you one extra cantrip.
All right. That is useful.
I'll let you pick what the cantrip is, but
Okay.
I'm gonna be that but so just decide what cantrip you want. So that's what you're gonna get out of it. Not quite as nice as some other stuff, but hey, extra cantrip.
Quite
Not
useful.
too bad.
We'll teach you thaumaturgy. Curse you, guard. I already have this. You will burn. No, you won't burn.
So
The grace of the Phoenix upon you. Wait a second. Ah!
I thank him graciously and give him a copy of my memoir
he accepts it.
and tell him to read it and follow it diligently.
Yeah, he accepts it, and he'll do what he can to work on his friends here.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So just so that we don't forget someone in the party, Deva, what are you doing?
Sitting on the ground the entire time going, I miss my mom.
Dava is looking for, like, keeping an eye on where I went, but also found her way back to the park and is running around.
Is she licking his butt? It's a she, right? Sorry. Is she
It's a
licking
he.
her own butt? Because that's what dogs do.
Dogs do that.
Maybe a dog too.
Have David
We're all
roll.
8-year-olds here.
Have David roll a survival check.
Does Dava have advantage?
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
David has a very, very nice lunch of squirrels and chipmunks and other random cute things that probably isn't that fun to eat. Like, we wouldn't think so, but David's having a blast.
Dava has depopulated the park of small rodents.
All those rodents that, Night Breeze brought here, David may be eating some of this. Poor Night
Well,
Breeze.
they're like their great-grandchildren.
Yeah, that's true.
It's only been like 2 months.
It's rodent.
Just one grade.
Yes, but there's.
But yeah, David's having a blast.
Oh.
Got a couple birds too.
Sorry, I don't know if they passed it along or I didn't. Never sorry.
All right, yeah. So you guys have now, with all the events and the fights and stuff, it's probably getting, and the cooking of the cinnamon rolls. A
That's
couple
the real
hours
reason.
passed.
That's the real reason you didn't do so well with your proselytizing. Is she helped the giantess make the best batch of cinnamon rolls ever? Like even Corin couldn't make cinnamon rolls this good, and so you were like, you began talking, and all the guards except for one were like, I gotta go.
Nice.
Yeah, she rolled really well. That was really good. And so you guys have won over the giants. The countess lady didn't doesn't really trust the small folks, but she's gotten a little bit of admiration for you guys. She did kind of beat the crap out of all three of them. She crit on Landis and totally knocked him out. Right after he crit on her and smited. It was fun. It's fun to fight. And collectively, all three of them would have died if it was a real combat. But collectively, they did enough that the fourth one of you probably could have knocked her out if you kited her around far enough. So in total, you guys, she had like 200 hit points, and you guys got her to like 175. It was not bad at all.
I did like 11 damage to her, and then she has 2 hits. She did 47 total, and
She had one hit
I only
point.
have 40 hits.
Yeah.
So
She had 1 hit point left.
I'm back. Sorry.
That was that was fun. So what do you guys do at this point? I mean, everyone's happy. There's cinnamon rolls. Wait. Let's roll to see. Are there cinnamon rolls left for the Kens? Where did the guys go?
they're all in jail.
There's one left for the Count.
Yeah, and the Count's still in human form, so he's like, best day ever.
Yeah, his potion hasn't run out yet. So, but at this point, it's midday. You guys have made some new friends. Anything you guys want to do or talk about with the giants?
When Theophany and I were walking around, did we see anything interesting? Just not that we were going to take stuff, but notable.
Pull that up. So many windows open. Go away. Come back. Let's see. I mean, there are some griffins, and you know they raise griffins there. There's only 4 at the moment, but and there's griffins. There's the giant pumpkin patch that you saw earlier. 2, 3. Of course, the chess set and the giant like looking glasses out there. With banquet halls and such. On this level. There's a locked door at the top that you guys probably didn't really try too hard to break into, but you know that's what that is. Not much else. I mean, this is a pretty defensible castle. If they were ever attacked or chose to attack anything, you know, you'd be hard pressed to defend it, especially from the ground.
Any like religious things, or do they have a all my words are escaping me.
It's not just me tonight.
A temple would be like the whole building, but like a shrine. There we go. To the All Father or any of the other giant guys.
Let me just check. I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
I don't suppose everybody has those in their houses, but you know, if you have a giant castle, then maybe a place for them. I was just wondering.
Martin, do you have message?
Yeah, if he has earrings, I can cast it.
Okay. Alright, never mind. I don't want to, do something that. What about mending?
I do have mending.
Message though would only be between her and one other person.
It's true.
She has a walkie-talkie, basically.
Yeah.
But message also is not super long range sort of thing.
It's like 120 feet.
Yeah.
But I have mending, vicious mockery, thunderclap, I think. Firebolt, Ray of Frost, Light, Prestidigitation.
Okay.
Multiclassing. Woo!
Yeah.
The study has some religious texts, but there was kind of an interesting room. Apparently, cloud giants like collecting them. So there's actually a room known as the Hall of Masks, which is just all kinds of stuff, which you probably found a little interesting. Of course, they're huge; like you couldn't wear them; they cover your whole body, kind of thing. But it's still a little interesting.
I just see now they collect human-sized masks and they just put them on a finger and they're like finger puppets.
So no shrine.
Okay.
Anything else that you guys might want to do? Alright, so were you guys gonna say something, Alex, Mallory?
Well, Echo, that's obnoxious. I really hate my voice. I understand why everyone hates when I talk.
Now you know how the rest of us do.
So when we first went to Golden Fields, if I remember, one of the giants said something, or the ogres, hill giants, it was a hill giant, said something about a boss. Do these guys know anything about them? Because I have written down Ugg, or Gug, or Gaw, or Hog, or something like that. All I have is boss lady next to that.
Yeah, that was the boss lady's name. Guh.
See, so I'm not going insane.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is literally her.
That's
her
what I
name.
have. G-U-H, I think.
Yeah, G-U-H. No, they don't. You're asking them, is that right?
Correct. Kind of asking, telling them what happened at Golden Fields and if they know anything, and the same thing about the Night Stone. If they know who might have attacked that town.
It's
Not insinuating that they were involved in it, just if they've heard anything or if they know anything.
It's very possible that it was Countess Sansuri that did that. Again, they're trying to reclaim, like us, they're trying to reclaim information and knowledge of our past civilization, but they're also in the process of trying to, conquer the small folks. So,
What importance would the Nightstone have to her?
that's a curious artifact that you're asking about. There's several of them. That was just one of them. We don't know, actually. It shames us to say that, but that's one thing we had been studying, and sadly now that it's gone, we can't go visit and study it anymore. But as far as this guy, that sounds very hill giant-ish, which I believe is what you said. The name doesn't ring a bell. I don't deal with them much. They're not very civilized, I'm sure you're aware. But they prize size. They think size is the most important. And so it's possible Guh is the hill giant lord. Possibly. Possible she's the biggest and meanest of them all. I wouldn't have the first clue for her to tell you to look for her, though.
And since you know, you said you don't know where Countess, what was her name, Sansori, would be going next, because if they are attacking the little people, I would like to be able to either inform them or try to avoid any additional harm to them, because as you said, us little people or humans can be kind of quick to the draw at times, and we definitely don't want them mistaking, again, you guys for Miss Sansuri. Countess, whatever.
Where is
Yeah, I don't know where they might possibly strike next.
In a castle that looks exactly like this.
I wish I could be more help there.
Oh, you've already been of great help.
I would say, as far as trying to locate this guy, hill giants usually leave a wake of destruction and just ripping stuff out of the ground and eating everything. So, I mean, if you find anything barren, it's probably
Find anything that looks like it's been eaten.
pretty much. They don't really care. Metal, rotten food. So yeah, we do need to be going now. So it has been our pleasure to host you, and
We look to return the favor someday.
well, I appreciate that, young Bard. I will.
Unfortunately,
Possibly pick you up on
you
that.
wouldn't fit in
Yeah,
my
plus-
house since I barely fit in it.
Yeah, they have potions to make themselves smaller, so.
But I don't fit in it.
If you know the potions, then you might be the
You
size
know
of your
something that
family.
cause it? Humans are weird.
Now, I wonder what would happen if we gave you one of these potions. Would you become halfling size? You can hug your mom without killing her.
Huh.
Well, you could hug your mom as hard as you can and not kill her. You can hug her without killing her now. It's not like you're like that weird, clumsy, break everything you run into person.
Are you?
Would I look like a goblin? I mean, I do
A hairy
have
goblin.
like an 8 dex, so I'm not great at not being clumsy.
That means
No,
you're
I have a
just-
9 dex. Sorry.
You're,
9.
you're just agility challenged. That's okay.
Can you say that again?
Agility.
Yeah. That. But yeah, so they do say, hey, look, we need to get going, and not they don't want to kick you off, but pretty much they need you to get off, unless you want to just
You
go
don't
with
have
them
to go
around
home,
everywhere.
but you can't stay here.
Pretty much. And so I assume you guys are nice and fly off back down to the.
The ones of us that are
Absolutely.
charismatic enough to pick up on the social cues, yes.
Oh no, they flat out said it. We need you.
It's been a pleasure. Get off.
But yeah, so you guys have, in the eyes of the city.
Save a piece of the cinnamon roll for the griffin.
Oh yeah, there was plenty made for them too. They're happy. The
Your
griffin
hair will never be the same after a griffin preens it for like an hour and a half.
But yes, they
These little ribbons and bows in it somehow. You don't just.
the griffin that was not struggling to carry you, but lamenting having to carry you is very happy with you.
Massive sugar rush starts trying to do like barrel rolls while she's on top, right?
Acrobatics check to stay on.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. That would be a hilarious way to kill you.
Yeah, she doesn't make an acrobatics check. She makes a strength check. She's like, squeeze harder.
That would be kind of fun.
I'm gonna clamp my thighs down around the barrel of this bird, and I am not going anywhere.
Since I assume this is only for humor, I rolled anyway.
What'd you get?
5 if we're doing acrobatics. 9 if we're doing athletics.
In either case, I use my new. I cast
Those are
Featherfall.
my
I
dice.
cast Featherfall and use you fall away. I'm like,
My
Bye.
dice hate me.
Well, I dropped mine out.
so I imagine with Featherfall.
That
There's
would have
the
been
one.
67 damage, so Featherfall in the alternate universe where you fell off saved you.
There's a reason why I learned that spell, just to be clear.
I want a broom of flying just in case I get thrown off.
I have had feather falling for a long time. It was the first level spell for sorcerer that I learned, because I'm like, what is the one thing that can kill anyone in this party? A fall of 100 feet. All right, featherfall. Featherfall is what I'm gonna do. But now I have options. I can fly. I can levitate. I can featherfall. I got a broom. I totally got my Nimbus 2000. I'm like,
Yeah.
NIMBY! And whoosh.
Now I'm so tempted to add an upgraded item for you at some point later and call it the Firebolt. Alright, so, yeah, so at this point, I mean, you guys are in Waterdeep. Again, according to the townsfolk, you saved them. So they give you a feast and all that, even if you do tell them, look, no, they were friendly, they still appreciate that you guys were willing to take the risk of interacting with the giants.
Giants are dangerous, man. No, some giants are cool. Most giants are dangerous. It's like furbolgs. Most furbolgs are dangerous, but this is our friend. Are you a furbolg or a bugbear? I keep forgetting.
Bugbear.
Bugbear. Yeah, okay, so this is a bugbear. Most bugbears are not our friends, but this bugbear is our friend.
Firebolgs aren't evil.
Furbolgs? Yeah. Furbolgs are super evil.
Are those the ones in Photos that are like druids?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'd have to look at it again. I didn't think they were in line for evil though.
Druids just require them to be neutral. Cycle of life.
That's true, but I just
Mythologically, furbolgs are super evil.
that guy's face though in Volos got God of the Monsters. His face just looks like so peaceful and happy.
He looks like a hippie tree hugger.
Pretty much what I said.
Who needs mulch, and you know what you are? Mulch that's still moving.
Well, okay, fair enough.
So in Volos it may be different, but mythologically speaking, furbolgs are Celtic, and they're evil as hell. They're one of the ones who are like, sure, you can come in and stay the night. I'll just cook you and eat you later. It's sweet.
I don't have to hunt tonight.
Fast food. Deliver.
So at this point, what do you guys want to do? It's probably midday, a little past midday.
Do we have our armor at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it was gonna take a day or two. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, if I remember right, this is the day that you picked it up,
Okay.
and this appeared right after you picked them up. If I remember.
Yeah, you were going, this doesn't clink anywhere near as much as it normally does.
I'm trying to decide if I need to go thematic or if I need to go useful with my new cantrip.
I'd go thematic.
I'm going thematic. Control flame.
Cool.
It doesn't have a lot of uses, but it is fun.
Power Techniques is one of the Xanthars.
I'm trying to remember if it was a cantrip or a level 1 spell.
I don't remember that much.
I think it's a level 1 spell because
I see that.
sorcerer cantrips for like control flame, which fits more in line with pyro.
Level 2.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do create bonfire because he can do that as a phoenix sorcerer. You know, just touch something. And
I don't have
light on
Xanathar
fire.
stuff in here because I never finished rating it. Stupid Excel.
That's where that's a level 2 spell in my opinion. It just blinds people. Or heavily obscures an area.
What's the duration?
Yeah, but
Instantaneous is the duration. The blinded lasts 1 turn. The heavy obscured is a minute.
So you look at what blinded does for you. I'm gonna blind the enemy, and the paladin is gonna walk up and crush him.
True.
Come on, attack with advantage. Ah!
I mean, Fog Cloud is a first level spell. And it only, well, I guess it heavily obscures.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like this. But anyway, so you guys gonna hang around here? I think you still had a few quests left to.
Most of our quests were up north, though.
Yeah.
Towards whatever that was up north.
Where's our quests?
We should plan on going back up north.
We took. We did this
Northeast or
one.
northwest?
We had at least 2 quests.
Northwest
One of which was
Kanye.
like, go
We gave
find...
the Amfelder his.
Yeah, we did
regards. We
Amfel.
did that, right?
Yeah, we did Amphels, what we did before we came here. There's 2
There's
quests.
the treasure hoard at Mount Hot now,
Yeah, and then there was another one that's find the tree.
and there's find the Moon Elf Druid person.
But to find out the Moon Elf Druid, we have to go find the tree that he talks to. Because druids. I mean Moon Elves.
Yeah, so we've done 4
Three quests of 5. 3 of 5.
I think there's also the one that I know about. That, well, I guess Dot knows about it as well. That the party doesn't know about yet.
You want to cue me on that? Because I don't remember that.
The ring that we got, and we talked to the dead guy, and he said go up here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but okay.
Sorry. I guess.
Well, you know about it. He knows about it. Well, I'm hoping he knew about it. That doesn't mean that the party does.
For me, it's part of the same quest.
I cannot let my player knowledge influence my character knowledge.
Oh, I guess I didn't write down that quest to begin with.
We had the ring that we had to give to what's her name in Anvil. What was Anvil?
No, just your regards.
And she.
Well, yeah,
has
the
a
pendant
ring.
to the lady in Waterdeep, or the dude in Waterdeep.
Right, no, yeah. So the Asian lady gave us a pendant that we gave to that, but no. So this guy gave us a ring that we were supposed to take to the innkeeper in Amphil, or was it right?
No, she gave you the ring, but the Yeti guy just said, you know, if you're by there, swing by and say hi. And she gave it to you because she.
Anyways, there was a halfling who had a ring that his spirit was trapped in the ring, and we got to play with it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, you guys have done 2 of the 5. That's why you threw me off for a second there, Alex, when you said, "Oh, and we got the other one." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, Maxine and Freebeard are the only ones that are left.
I have it as 3 of the 5 because we gave her our regards. Done.
Yes.
But we gave her the regards, and then the next step.
I'm just telling you, in 2 weeks, if you tell me that again, I'm like, "What the heck are you guys talking about?" Or it's 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're level 7 now, right?
No.
Yeah, and then I think we also have that quest to go back to Amphil, and they're going to be giving us a Holy Avenger, I think is what that was. There was that quest that you told us about last week that you forgot about already.
Hey, what do you know? Every D20 I just rolled is a 20 for the flying rocks that are coming at your face from the giants that just left. It's got your name written on it.
Oddly, it says Alex when it hits the ground.
They're just trying to deliver a message, and that message is "Shut up!"
Nice try, though. I don't blame you; those are awesome. But yeah. So you guys have that quest to go find the. Well, I don't know if you guys have shared it yet, so I won't say. You got the quest for the volcano, and it's going to be tough. But you guys are, while you haven't leveled up since then, as far as your gear has gone, you guys are a decent bit stronger now.
We've got the power.
Between better armor and better magic items and lots of magic weapons going around.
Oh, does my item count as like a ring or the thing for the extra cantrip?
I mean, if you want to wear a ring, sure.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't require a tune or anything.
Oh, okay.
You just said a thing, didn't you?
A thing.
You didn't actually
I was thinking more of a scroll. I don't think I really said.
Oh,
anything.
scroll. Alright, that works.
You read the scroll and like, oh, I could do that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But you have to keep the scroll.
Yeah. You have to keep the scroll. If you lose the scroll, you use the cantrip.
Okay.
It's magic that way.
Yeah, so don't burn the paper.
I won't burn the paper. I'll just use the paper to make it look like
Actually, every
there's
time
a
you
phoenix.
have to tear off a little piece that bursts into flames.
It makes it look like there's a phoenix in the fire. It helps if you have more visual presentation with people. You know, it's the auditory, kind of aesthetic, visual learner scenario.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
I think we should go to the volcano and put the
And throw in the ring.
in the volcano. Yeah. We should do the one at the volcano.
Nice.
The other one I think was on the way to the
Finishing
volcano.
each other's sandwiches.
Up there,
So tuned. We finished each other's sandwiches.
up there where Neverwinter Woods is where the Mountain Hot Snout is. You can see it right there.
It's
Hot now.
yeah, it's like when you drive by Krispy Kreme and you have to stop.
Yeah, Mount Krispy Kreme.
As far as the other stuff, the tower thing from the ring was somewhere between Long Saddle and Tribor, somewhere in there.
So over there on the path.
Yeah, the dotted line path
On
to
the
the right.
Tribord Trail.
If that's what it is, sure.
That is what it is.
That's the long
I'm
road.
running long. Lost mine.
No, not that one. The dotted line.
Follow that line to the dotted line on the right. And then
between
up.
there and up.
There's Long Saddle.
Oh.
So somewhere in between there. You didn't get like exact GPS coordinates.
So
but,
near the Star Metal Hills.
yeah. In the other place, let me read this before I say it out loud. I gave you that one. Leftless. Shadowtop Cathedral, which is way out there in the high forest. So either way, yeah, you're going north, but which way north goes up to you.
I think we should go this side and then cut over. All who agree, say aye.
Q.
Yeah, we could not tell which way you're going.
Okay, I
You
think
just
we
sort
should
of
go
swirled
up
the mountain.
by Neverwinter and up by the Mur of Dead Men. You know, that sounds pleasant. And then
Totally, only one dragon.
yeah, and then to Neverwinter, and then up to
there's
Mount
Fandolin.
Hot Now, and you know, do the volcano stuff.
Play with the undead.
Yeah. Are the dead men nice?
Probably not.
Okay.
But it is the dead man's dance.
We should totally go there.
That's Fandolin.
Yep.
Alex, Mallory, how do you guys feel about that?
Going towards Neverwinter
Yeah, up to Mount Hot Now.
to fight the fire giant dreadnoughts and many goblins, hobgoblins.
Yep.
Can you?
I would think we would stop by the old tower that does turn around on the way.
Well, you guys don't know about that one yet.
Well, that would be my thought.
Yeah. And are we thinking about going on the east coast or up the long road?
That appears to be the west coast.
That's what I meant. Yeah. The map's upside down.
He was in character.
He's holding the map upside down.
Who's looking
I'm not a cartographer. That's why the giants were around.
We're
Yeah,
going
that's
south
what I was
along the East
thinking.
Coast.
Go up there, see the Mur of Dead Men, say hi, keep going.
And then drop by Fandolin and see our Thursday night characters. Say hi to them. Is that what they are?
Your Thursday night characters are. Why is the city burned down?
Actually, now they're at Craigmont Castle.
Which is where?
So to get up to Mount Hot Now or whatever, do you go through that path on the west side next to the wood part? Or is there another path that you have to take off to the east side near Morgor Mounds?
So if you look very, very closely, part of that forest is actually discolored. That's all like dead waste from when the volcano exploded last time. It would be difficult terrain except for you have a ranger to get through, but you could probably go that way to the trail that actually leads up. She does help with difficult terrain, but she doesn't stop you from having to climb. But you could also take the road at Neverwinter and go east for a little bit and walk through the wood if you don't want to do any even
Oh, I
light
see the
climbing.
names now. So there's the long road. That's this dotted one.
Yep.
And there's the high road.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have? I think he's asking if we could get there from either one of these, from the high road or the long road.
I think you can.
Correct.
Yes. From either road.
So either way.
And do we have this knowledge?
I'm sure we can get a map in Waterdeep.
Yeah,
That's
if
on
nothing
the-
else, you could have gotten a map from the Giants.
They were cartographers.
And they liked you.
Pyro would want to go and burn the fire giants, but he probably would know that he can't burn the fire giants.
Sure, you can burn fire dragons. They just they like it.
And that's why I took Chromatic Orb, because it's, you don't take fire damage. Well, that's fine.
It can be fire damage, but it doesn't have to be.
So is that the group consensus? That's what we want to do?
I mean, I don't know if we're ready or to go to Mount Houghton now or not, but or Hot and Ready, what is it?
Halted now.
Hope news.
But I don't know. I was just going in the order of the map.
Also,
I mean, we could head, again, take the long road north to Tribor, and then cut over to the Shadowtop area. Shadowtop Cathedral.
Isn't that way up there?
No, because if you take long road up to Tribor, that's that little red line running road to the high road. Tribor is right there, so you can either fork left, go north. Either one of those could take us up to Hop now, or if you go east, you pass Yartar and Calling Horns, and that's where Shadowtop Cathedral is. So I'm concerned of having to fight fire.
The main thing is do we need to go to Shadowtop Cathedral before we go to Mount Houghton now, as far as the information we've gathered? That would be the main thing. Because as I recall, going to Mount Houghton now was more about, fat loots than actually progressing our investigation into why all the giants have gone crazy.
And Treebeard or Liverless or whatever you want to call him. Did he say that Argless, I don't remember if that's actually how you said his name, would know more about what's going on or no?
Let me see.
He's a Moon Elf Druid. I got that part down.
I just think really what he told you was that in his day he slew a lot of giants.
Yeah. So I think that would be a good ally to talk to in regards to maybe he knows some history of some of these people we've come across, what's going on.
He learned information about giants through osmosis from their blood splattered all on him.
Something like that.
He was seeking out a treant named Turling.
Turling will know where the druid is, I think was the causality.
No, Areglis was looking for Turling when he went to Shadowtop Cathedral. My thinking was more along the lines that this Mount Hot Now quest sounds like a go there, do the thing, and it's done, whereas the other sounds like get there, get a little information, get a branching quest.
Get a breadcrumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this could also be the Shadowtop Cathedral could be a level 7 and the Hot Now could be a level 13. I mean, sure, it's a quick end to a quest, but it's also a little more riskier than
It could
the
also
Shadowtop.
be it could also be the other way around.
Well, based on the information we've been given, we've been told by, what was her name, Maxine, that her and her party got slaughtered there. She was the only one who survived.
This is true.
I mean, if the group thinks that's the way we need to go, great. I'm just, again, err on the side of caution at times.
No, I understand. I just I don't know which one it's gonna be. But since this one sounds like a go and it's the start of a new quest line, it feels like it also could very quickly get out of hand. So, but we could go there first.
I think we should play rock, paper, scissors for it.
Hey, we actually did that earlier. To determine who went first in chess.
Sounds good. All right, Alex, let's go. 1, 2, 3. What have you got?
You have
Lizard.
to do it too. Do it up. Do it
What?
up.
What you got?
I got lizard.
That's Spock.
Yeah, I've got paper, so paper. Sorry, I've got rock. So rock like smashes lizard.
Actually, lizards sit on
Okay.
That's how that works.
You guys are crazy.
No, there's rock, paper.
No. I know what that is.
There's rock, scissors, paper, lizard, Spock. I'm just saying.
It's funny that the people that don't like the show are the ones talking about it.
No. Yeah, Spock vaporizes lizards.
Lizard eats paper, I win. Wait, no, rock. You had rock? I don't know. Again, I'm okay either or. I was just giving the information I had that Naxine and her party got slaughtered. Maybe, and again, are we trying to get loot or are we trying to figure out what's going on and why these cities are getting attacked? If it's to get fat loots, let's do it. If it's let's figure out what's going on.
Fat
All right, let's go the
might
other way.
help us figure out what's going on.
Well, it'll help us deal with what's going on.
That's true.
Yes.
Okay, to the tree.
Well, again, I don't want you guys to feel like I'm pushing us that way. I just, again,
I feel like you're pushing us that way. Let's go.
I'm good either way. Like I said, if we want to go fight the dreadnoughts, great.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I just picked one.
I vote for going to see the
I
tree.
have the same reservations of both things. I think that they could both easily get out of hand.
I think that there's a time issue. That going and seeing the tree guy first helps the timeliness because the stuff in Mount Hunting now isn't going anywhere.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, but this druid guy had left a while ago too.
Well, no, I know, but he went. We're going to try to find this guy. We're going to talk to the treeman because he's probably the last thing that saw him alive. Is the thought. So we can at least go find him and talk to him. And excuse me. If the universe is kind, it will then say, "Hey, by the way, he seemed to go to Mount Hunt now." I'll be like, "Well, great. Now we're good to go."
Okay,
That works.
to the tree.
That works.
I buy a cart and a mule.
Alright, so we're going to the tree.
Then fly my broom the entire way.
So we're gonna go back up through Rassalanter, through Amville, and up that way. Just so you know, I mapped it going up to Tribor and then hitting left, and from Waterdeep it is 545 miles. That's about 23 to 27 days.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
I was trying to get to where Waterdeep was. I couldn't find it.
So you said you mapped it for us going to Tribor and then going left?
Going right to the
Going right?
to the tree.
Gotcha. Let's do that.
I'll remind you that the treant, or excuse me, the awakened tree list told you that he was planning to follow the river all the way up, and the Desert River does go all the way up from pretty much Waterdeep to. It takes a hard right there at Yartar.
This the
How
Destiny.
difficult would it be for?
What was that, Alex?
How difficult would it be for us to follow the river?
I mean, with a boat, not too hard. Just walking, we'd have to come up with how far it is, but probably shorter than the road, but also probably harder than the road. And parts of it, just looking at the map, you probably can't walk.
Let's buy a boat.
Can we find an airship?
No airships in Waterdeep.
Are there
What about a cloud giant with a castle?
No longer any of those in Waterdeep.
Are there any airships in this universe?
Probably.
Okay. I was just curious.
In the
I know
Forgotten
them.
Realms, or do we have to go to?
I know they're more common in other
Yeah,
D&D
there,
universities?
there probably are some.
Okay. We will wait for one to come to Waterdeep.
And you guys all grow old and will join us take over. Okay. So out of the abyss next?
So I say we buy a boat and go up the mighty Mississippi.
Now, buying a boat is super ultra expensive. Renting a boat, though.
Renting a boat.
Contract a boat, yeah.
Would we be going upstream that way?
Is there an Order of the Gauntlet in Waterdeep?
Oh, yeah.
Would I be able to talk to contacts at the Order of the Gauntlet, let them know what our quest is, and see if they would be able to provide us a boat for the time being?
Sure.
I'll check with my contacts at the Temple of Yondala / Shantea as well.
I'll check with my avid followers.
They're all pretty poor.
Yeah.
So my only concern right now is us getting on a boat with a fire-happy guy. I don't know if that's going to go well.
That's a little judgmental.
You can't set boats
It's not
on fire.
judgmental if it's
They're wet.
accurate.
Also, Pyro isn't stupid. He doesn't set his own boat on fire.
So just make sure you're on the boat with him. Not on the other one.
Between your contacts and the fact that, again, in the city's eyes, you quote-unquote save them, you can find it, the people that were willing to take you for, a fraction of the cost. It would cost, did I write down what I said? No, I don't remember. By river, it's 535 miles. And the DMG actually lists out, like, a sailboat, its speed. It says 2 miles an hour, but I did some Googling. Ancient sailboats in the time could go like 7 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying it can go 76 miles in an 8-hour day. About 7 days.
Going upriver, though?
Do what?
Going upriver, aren't we? I mean, I'm not trying to slow us down, but wouldn't it technically be going against the current? So,
With all the stuff that the gods have done to this world, who knows?
True.
Physics don't always apply when gods, like Martin said, took a spoon and just swirled stuff around.
Now, the Mississippi, that's a different story.
Actually, didn't that kind of happen with an earthquake?
Yeah, for 2 weeks it went upriver.
Yeah.
So is that what the Evermoors are, basically? That's Reelfoot Lake, and the river's heading towards it?
We couldn't find one of these rare folding boats, could we?
Probably not. Or if you could, you probably couldn't afford it. If you are super, super brave and, like, don't pull over to the side, like at night, you can go 198 miles in 24 hours. And get there in just over 3 days, assuming no bad weather or luck. That is a little dangerous, but always possible. I did not write down how much I wanted it to cost, so forgive me on that again. Josh, you missed the fact that I'm like super unprepared for tonight, so my bad.
It happens.
I think I'm gonna say it was like 5 gold pieces a day. Unless, of course, if you tried to go too fast, they might charge you a little extra, but that's pretty much a cost. They're not, well, sorry, that's too much probably for cost. Let's go with 2 a day.
For the party or per person?
For the party. It's enough to, pay for all the supplies and food and, the actual, the crewman's time and all that. So they're not losing money on you guys, are just not making as much money as they could.
One thing DMing has taught me is how easy it is to
And how many days will it
Quite be prepared.
take? How many days will it take?
Like 3 days.
Average pace, it'll take 7 days with good weather and good luck.
I say we can do it in 3,
Can certainly try.
but I don't know anything about sailing, so if they say 7, it's probably.
With our trading contacts, do they have anything that they're trying to get headed up that direction so we can either assist them in getting it up there or accompany them at it, or is that kind of already?
Get a group rate?
Yeah, I mean,
You've gotten it as cheap as you can. Again, like Waterdeep thanks you and all that. These people still, have families to feed, so that's 2 gold a piece or a day is cost for them.
no, I'm not trying to scam them. I'm trying to say, like, what was his name?
He's
Ewan?
asking if there's anyone else who also needs to make the same trip who would pay one of those 2 gold pieces every day.
Okay.
Or just benefit from it in general. If we're going, and again, our contacts that we traveled with are heading that way, why don't they just come with us?
Well.
Not that would get a further discount, just that
Okay.
somebody else would.
Right. High or low, Alex?
Low?
No, they're not interested in any trade. Not that far north.
Okay. I meant high. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so we're gonna charter a boat. You guys will leave first thing in the morning, and
So, just to confirm, Clarence can come with us on the boat?
Clarence can be sent back into the celestial realm, right?
Yeah, it can hold 100 tons, 20 crew members and 20 passengers, and there's only 5 of you, 6 counting Deva.
Okay.
So yeah, that's fine. They actually appreciate horses that don't actually crap on the boat.
Well, I mean, it's a war horse. It's trained, so.
That's not a real horse.
Huh?
I'm assuming he doesn't actually have to eat and poop and stuff like that.
So celestial beings don't need to eat?
Actually, now you're asking an interesting question that I don't have the answer to. But yeah, so do you guys want to just go at the regular pace?
Oh yeah, the regular pace.
Trying to lean up to get away from you. Lean into it. It's a pencil.
It said, right now it's roughly 14 gold is what it's going to take us.
Yeah. They take tips too.
I'm going to go ahead and just mark down the 14, and then when we get there, we can adjust it.
No, ma'am. Sit down.
The player side of me, who got on a ship with some seamen who turned out to be cultists, wants to interview every single one of the sailors.
Was that in Waterdeep that you did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's funny. But you don't know that. There aren't horns. You might know that.
Ooh, maybe Pyro can talk to some
She
of
would
them
be a
and
little
they can become
suspicious.
cultists.
And Ariana suddenly sees what Landis means.
I mean, I say that out of character.
Okay, so
Gonna interview them. But like, not like interrogate, just like sort of what feels like interrogation to me, but feels like polite asking about your family to them.
Sure, go for it.
I don't know. I guess insight is what I was going for.
Sure.
Ask them a question. How many times do you need me to roll?
Just give me 4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, 18.
That's the first set of, what did I say? Sorry, give me 5. The first set of 4 is, you see no issues with them?
26.
Same thing. Third group,
No, rolling good.
get them all out.
23.
Same thing. They're all pretty good.
And 11. I got them all out.
Strangely enough, with that 11, no cultists, no Cult of the Dragon people. There's one guy that's a little shady. He might be hiding something.
Was that the right? Was that the number of rolls you asked for?
I think so. If not, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just got something shady in his past or something. All right. So, just so that we don't spend 17 years on the boat, I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead to day 2. Day 1, weather's nice. You get to go the full speed. There's good winds, so you're actually able to use the the sail.
Yeah.
So the
Play
crew members are
shuffleboard.
happy. They don't have to row.
Play some shuffleboard.
Sure. You guys can have a grand old time. No encounters or really anything. First day. The second day, that's
Hey, I got a question.
uh-huh.
Is there any orphans on the boat?
No.
Okay, just checking.
What are you trying to start a cult now too?
No, I'm trying to avoid them getting into a cult.
Why would Landis know to check orphans?
Because in every town we've gone to, it's like, I'm gonna go to the orphanage. You guys wait here. And he takes off.
That only
I'm
happened
just-
in one town.
Yeah.
No, he actually found the orphanage in one town. He's asked for
That's
orders.
Waterdeep.
Yeah, but you weren't with him every
Yeah.
single time he asked that. Like in Waterdeep, you guys went separate ways. After meeting, you didn't see him go search for that. You might assume he did, but you don't know that for sure. The place up in Barge Right In, yeah, you know that, but I think that's where it was.
I think Marge Wright, he asked about it in Ample and in Rats,
Did you ask
whatever.
about Mansell?
But
I think I did at some time, or with
The-
one of
the
them you
thing
said
is-
there weren't any.
the thing is, though, if,
I care about orphans.
if Josh is asking, Pyro's not asking that. He's just looking around the town, and if he doesn't see one, he doesn't see one. You
My
didn't necessarily know what he was looking for.
My character
what I'm
deeply
saying.
cares about orphans.
He hates to see them in pain.
Yes.
He really does. That is totally sincere.
He also chats up.
This
in
joke
the-
has gone way derailed. Never mind. Move on.
Bad jokes, Alex. You're not funny. Anyway, day 2. You guys come across another vessel on the river. It's big enough. Well, they're actually kind of docked on the side, so you're able to pass by. But they kind of wave to you, and motion to, hey, if you can, slow down a little bit. They've got a message. Hey, just so you guys know, we saw a rather weird-looking cloud giant castle heading east. By the counts and countess, they left and they were going northwest. Just so you know.
I asked them, was it a good cloud giant castle?
Can we go like
or
this?
a bad
Yes,
cloud giant castle?
Did it have a hat?
they did not have a hat. Ariana drew a little picture and asked if it looked like this, and they said yes.
It,
Was it blue?
I think this is evil.
They don't know. They're giants. They're bad. They don't know better.
Did it have red curtains?
But
Was
there
it
are.
playing? By.
What was that?
Was it playing ominous music while I passed by?
It's too high up to hear. But yes.
There was an organ involved.
There are 19 people on that boat. Just for whatever it's worth. Other than that, they're like, weather's been nice, and we think it's going to continue being nice.
I'd like to ask them if they saw a treant walking up the river.
Not so much.
Okay.
I don't know that those are even real, but not so much.
The real man. You're not real. Okay, sorry. Other character idea.
So what do I do on my list? Okay. Day 3. Day 3 goes by pretty uneventfully. Nothing too bad happens. Day 4, same thing. At this point, I'm not counting specifically, but you're roughly halfway there, so you're way past Golden Fields. You guys, probably, if you wanted to wave by, yeah, we were there. Actually, sorry. On end of day 2, beginning of day 3, make me perception checks. And Alex, you have to be honest. Would you really carry your shield around with you at all times, wielding it?
Would I always wear a cloak? I mean, it would be on my back, most likely, yes.
Okay.
I definitely rolled all my good rolls already.
Alright. 9.
Me too.
You two see nothing.
I got a 21 and Mallory got a 23.
You guys notice, off to the east, on the map, it is labeled Grood Hog. You notice there are way out in the distance. How you as a human managed to see it, I'm not entirely sure. But there are several hill giants out that way. One of which was quite large.
Mm-hmm. So that might be Ugh.
Guh.
Gah.
That one.
I was thinking
go back to
Python.
Mark, Josh. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
So right around that little dot, you probably see some hill giant activity.
Is that something that we want to? Do we want to address it or keep going? Knowing that they were sent by, or that they were the ones that, assuming, we can assume that they were the ones that sent the people who attacked the Golden Field.
Are they headed towards a city, or?
No, they're just doing hill gianty things out to the side.
Well, we don't know completely if they're affiliated with the ones that attacked the city.
Alright, just for clarity's sake, let me re-say what I said. I just realized I had you see that clarity from like 60 miles away. You see evidence of hill giants in that direction. Some of the stuff that the cloud giants told you to look out for. Not sure you could actually
Things
make
that
out
look
stuff
like
70 miles away, but
We see evidence that we're getting close to where there might be hill giants that way.
yeah. So, sorry, you have a little bit of metagame knowledge that characters don't know. But you have a good, strong suspicion.
Which direction? Further up the river or the other way?
Towards Grood Hog.
To the east.
I don't know what that is. Oh, okay.
So are we basically right where like the end of Desserin River is, and we are looking off to the east?
Yeah.
Okay. And what time of day is it now?
I knew you would ask me that.
Of course I
usually
would.
end of day 2, beginning of day 3, so whatever that means.
Say 76 miles. Get you there. We're gonna say it's end of day 2.
Like 10 p.m., 8 p.m.
Probably 6 p.m.
So I'm not just yet wearing my super stylish glasses.
Probably not.
Okay.
Since we're going the just 8 hours a day to let people rest and dock the boat and all that stuff, you guys would be docked pretty much right where you said, Alex, around the inn on that map. But you can see, looking out, you can see the evidence of just kind of a barren wasteland, like what used to be probably wild land that had trees and fruit and stuff, random vegetation. It's all been eaten. Even stuff that would only be fit for cattle has been just eaten away.
So would we know about how far of a travel that is?
It goes on as long as your eye can see.
I mean, if we see that, but we don't know exactly where. I mean, if we investigated, how long would it take for us to walk as long as my eyes can see?
Or how long has it been? Can we tell how long it was been since someone's been here?
Y'all can make survival checks to find that out.
Advantage on the survival check.
I think the land has always been like that, and it looks perfectly fine because I rolled a 1. I only got an 18.
I'm pretty sure you're right. It looks normal to me.
15.
15. Mallard?
18.
For you probably have to fly up a little bit. It does get hilly, a little further east, but you can see past that, and as far as you can tell, it's a long way away. It's probably like a 2 or 3 day march to get to. If you go high enough, you can see where the devastation it's started to slow down, and that's probably a good 2 or 3 day walk away.
Hey guys, we could go over there, but it would be 2 or 3 days out of the way, one way.
We don't want to do that. We're in the middle of our mission going up to the other place.
Do we know if there's any towns nearby?
I mean, you just passed 2 on the river.
Did we see anything in those towns as we passed by? Like any?
The shady people at the Barge Ride Inn.
Oh, I didn't care about them. I was more about Wilmford.
Wilmford, no. Not so much. It stunk really bad as you drove past that place because the whole area reeked. But no little villages. There might be some barbarian tribes off to the side, but they're where you're at. They're no threat to you right now.
Can we tell which direction the giants might be going?
It looks clearly going east.
East, towards Grub the Hog?
Yeah.
I say we note that and keep going, I guess. What do you guys think?
I agree.
As far as I can tell, these guys are just, eating and doing normal hill giant things. I can't tell from their tracks whether they're affiliated with the other hill giants that were doing evil things. And I'm not going to assume that just because they're hill giants, they're evil. So.
That's racist.
Exactly. So, I would say let's just keep going.
Okay.
Keep on trucking.
Just keep swimming.
Just Alright, but say about day. Did I say day 6? I think I said day 6.
You had not yet said day 6.
I don't know.
We were
You said
on,
we just ended day 2.
Yeah, before I pointed that out. Remember
I think we're on day 4. We were
Day
about to
4.
start day 4.
Oh, and Pyro wants to talk up some of the sailors.
Talk up some of the sailors.
You know, recruit.
Would this have started on day 1?
Yes, this would have started.
Cool. By day 3, I will wake up and prepare silence for morning.
But like, in a calm way, away from the group.
So, you guys on, I guess, roll persuasion, Pyro.
Oh, yay.
Roll me like 5, I guess.
Alright. Number 1 is 11. Oh, wait, sorry, I said 11. 13, that was number 1. Number 2 is 10. Come on, I need better. Number 3 is 8. It sucks. We use a different die.
You said like it will help you.
It will help me, because all of them will be convinced.
Sorry. Meanwhile, I've started a counter cult.
Cult of the Anti-Phoenix.
The Cult of Eternal Ashes.
I don't know, you might have Pyro joining that.
We have similar goals. Number 4 is 14. Number 5 is 23.
So, of the 5 crew members that were willing to talk to you, again, a little bit of racism going on.
Perfectly understandable.
You managed to convince 3 of them to kind of be recruited into your
Alright.
little culty guild thing.
I gave them all a copy.
Every member? Okay.
Manifesto.
You look up
How many copies of that do you have?
I worked for a long time on this. I was going
Oh,
to
you
give
found
it
a Xerox shop and
I,
harvested it.
yeah.
Which is a man named Xerox who
He's a
handwrites
wizard,
things.
and he's like,
He's a wizard, Harry.
and it scans it.
He's a wizard named Xerox. I will quote the scriptures of Yandala.
So,
If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything.
this is about day. I'm gonna fudge the numbers a tiny. Well, actually, it's not really fudging. About the end of day 5, you guys get all the way up to Yartar.
Yeah.
And unless you guys want to have a fight, we will end with the scary, scary image of there are 4 random frost giants coming towards Yartar as you guys come into port.
Yes.
Dun dun dun.
Are they from Jotunheim?
Maybe.
Oh. Who asked?
First,
What, that's racist. You assume all
Actually,
Frost Giants are from Jotunheim?
just
They
for-
are, but you know.
just for that comment, you're gonna get what are the frost giant specialties? Frost giant everlasting one. That sounds a lot like Loki, doesn't it? Add one of those bad boys. CR12.
Oh.
Kidding, but that'd be funny.
Yeah.
I am willing to do the fight if you guys want to, but it is 10:30.
And Martin has already been asleep for an hour.
Not quite an hour, but yeah.
I woke up a few times. I was like, are we dead? Nope. Okay. Like this.
We were debating whether you would admit it when you woke up.
Of course I'm gonna admit it. I'm not gonna lie. I missed the part where we got on the boat, but I extrapolated it from we said we were on a boat just now. So.
How long do you think it would take?
It's 4 of them, and they're tough sons of guns.
I'm saying no.
The hostess is like, nope, nope, nope. Get out of my house. It's too late.
Can we use
That's
your Wi-Fi out in the car?
That sounds like it'll take an hour.
I can use their Wi-Fi at my house.
Alright, we're going to market now. No, it probably will legitimately take an hour. Just knowing our combats.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun.
All right.
I will be a little bit more prepared now that I know where we're heading. And sorry again, I like to be better prepared than that.
You didn't know.
Hey, just a heads up. We also have that other quest that other person gave us. Just so you remember, since you've already forgotten, most likely.
No, it's part of the other quest.
Oh, the other quest. Okay.
To me, it's part of the quest from Mario still.
Okay, so it's part 2 or 3 of the quest.
Yeah. It is indeed one of those branching quests that.
You know that there's a super secret second trove of treasure.
This is
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
say you weren't prepared because you didn't know where we were going to go, but we're playing a game about giants.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
don't know about giant lore.
Yeah. Leave me be. I'm apologizing for that. But no, I
I'm
will.
just laughing at you again.
The ecology of giants.
Let's go ahead and stop the stream, but Alex and y'all stay on for just a second if you would. Don't want our listeners knowing what we do on our 5th